It's Tuesday, August 18th. Ottawa's incumbent mayor lays out his plan for Ottawa's transit, including a major cut to the cost of a monthly bus pass.
The ongoing U.S.-Iran conflict is driving force behind higher gas prices here in Canada and a rise in inflation.
We've seen great response from Ottawa in terms of the music lover. It's a great music city, and so right now we're just waiting to get the doors open and showcase the space.
So exciting, your first look inside Ottawa's newest music venue. History Ottawa gets ready to host its first show this week. Your Morning Ottawa starts right now. Good morning. Come on in. Hope your morning is going well so far. Look at this. I'm Rosie Etta. Glad that you can join us.
I'm Will Aiello. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Yeah, you're not alone today.
Yeah, exactly. Not flying solo. Melissa is away today. It's really good to have you back. I know every time you go away, I wonder, will he come back? Will he come back? Because, you know, you have a little bit of an oasis that you get away to sometimes, and then you're in your outdoor element, and it's just like, Will's gone.
Listen, I think it's a good point, because at a certain point, Rosie, I don't know if I'm going to come back either. And then I get the itch because I love what we do. But it'll just be me and you for the rest of the week, as Melissa will be off, so I got you covered on the weather front. And I can't wait to, because history is opening up. And we've been talking about this for so long, the new music venue, and we are both so excited. And you might even get an extra sneak peek with you later this week, but that's all we can say for now.
Well, that's it. Wait and see.
That's all you get.
Glad you're back. We're going to take a look right now at today's top stories. Ottawa Mayor Mark Sutcliffe is seeking re-election and is making public transit a focal point as to why Ottawa residents let him keep his job. Sutcliffe is pledging to slash the cost of a bus pass by more than $40, bringing it down to $95 a month. He says he is committed to getting the LRT out to Canada and Barrhaven, adding he would bring back many express bus routes, but critical to his plan is securing provincial money from the LRT upload.
When the upload is complete, we'll have $85 million a year that we'll be able to reinvest in more affordable and more reliable public transit.
For a full list of mayoral candidates and what we know of their platforms so far, visit our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca. Voters head to the polls on October 26th. Ontario Premier Doug Ford wants to see more data centers built in the province. Speaking yesterday at the Association of Municipalities of Ontario here in Ottawa, Ford said the centers are key to keeping our information sovereign and safe from U.S. President Donald Trump. These buildings would be the keepers of computers and servers that store digital information. The Premier believes it's necessary to have the centers here, giving Ontarians more control instead of relying on companies with data centers in other countries.
We can build the economy of the future and ensure Canadians' data remains in Canada, or we can get left behind and risk Canadians' data being sent to the U.S. and into the hands of President Trump.
It's estimated there are about 100 data centers in Ontario currently, with at least half a dozen right here in Ottawa. Tech analysts also believe Ontario is short on computing power and that Canada needs more data centers to keep up with demand. Turning now to the latest on a weekend assault. Police have charged a 25-year-old man following an alleged assault against a busker in downtown Ottawa. Officers were called to an area near the Fairmont Chateau Laurier on Wellington Street shortly after 4 p.m. on Saturday. Police say the victim was approached by a man unknown to him while playing bagpipes on the sidewalk. The victim was assaulted with an edged weapon without provocation. Ottawa paramedics say the victim suffered minor injuries to his hand. A suspect has now been arrested on several charges, including assault with a weapon, assault causing bodily harm, and breach of probation. The Byward Market District Authority has fired its executive director. Victoria Williston was let go last Friday. She was hired in January to guide the Byward Market in a new direction. In a social media post, Williston stated she was proud of the work done in just 7 months during her tenure. The Byward Market Square and the vendor village became summer fixtures in the market. The ongoing U.S.-Iran conflict is a driving force behind higher gas prices in Canada and a rise in inflation. The annual rate rose to 3% in July, up from 2.8% in June, and higher than what economists had predicted. Gas prices up more than 25% from a year ago across the country. Nova Scotia had the highest inflation rate at 5%, and Ontario had the lowest at 2%. Concert goers are getting their first look inside Ottawa's newest nightclub before it officially opens later this week. History Ottawa is ready to open its doors this Thursday after more than 2 years of planning and construction. CTV News Ottawa was invited to tour the brand new state-of-the-art 2,000 capacity venue Monday morning.
We've seen great response from Ottawa in terms of the music lover. It's a great music city, and so right now we're just waiting to get the doors open and showcase the space.
The opening night on August 20th will feature a performance by the Wallflowers. And finally, Justin Trudeau and his girlfriend were pretty happy to hear his son's music on the radio.
On Virgin Radio.
In the Home Hardware on St. Laurent Street.
Oh, I think we could call that a proud dad. Trudeau and Katy Perry filmed themselves dancing in the aisles of a Montreal hardware store, holding a plunger and associated household items, all while Xavier Trudeau's song Downtown was playing on the old radio.
Zav has released 3 singles and is signed to Ottawa-based record label Pathway Music Group. Look at proud dad.
Just with a plunger in hand. Just like if you want the internet to start going crazy, that's the great way to draw some attention to the song, don't you think?
There you go. There you go. The only other thing, I think if he started breakdancing, then I'd be like, okay, he might break the internet if he did that.
At this point, I think when he went viral for just like being at Coachella with Katy Perry, now in the aisles listening to his son's song on radio, who knows what's next, Rosie? All right, I got you covered on the weather front over the next couple of days, and it's been a really nice, we'll call it August, especially compared to July when we saw the wettest Ottawa in July in record history. But today, temperatures are going to be beautiful, humidity starts to drop, and that's really the theme over the next few days. There will be some scattered showers throughout the work week, but temperatures not getting too warm. Summer is starting to wind down a little bit, but today, 25 degrees, right around what we typically see this time of year. Temperatures right now, comfortable. We're going with comfortable all week long. A little bit of rain in the forecast tomorrow, but currently 13 in Pembroke, 14 in Ottawa, 16 in Montreal, 15 into Cornwall. Now, most areas really not feeling a lot of the humidex throughout the afternoon today. Just a little bit warmer in Kingston, 18, feeling like 18 in Trenton as well. Temperatures right now feeling comfortable, and skies are clear for the most part. We're seeing some sunshine all day long before a little bit of rainfall rolls through the forecast tomorrow. So as we get into tomorrow morning, we start to see some showers in the forecast, looking like about 5 to maybe 10 millimeters, continuing right from the get-go early on in the morning window, continuing into about Wednesday morning. So keep the umbrellas close tomorrow morning. Hold on to them until Wednesday afternoon. Then as those skies start to clear, we see some sunshine return into Thursday, and then Friday looking beautiful, maybe continuing into Saturday as well. But temperatures really not warming up too much beyond 25 degrees, but a wonderful start towards Tuesday. Most areas in the mid-20s, Pembroke and Bancroft, 24, 25 degrees, right around that in Ottawa. In Gatineau, 25, Petawawa, 25 degrees, Trumbull, 24, just a little chance we could see some scattered showers late this afternoon. Here's a look at the next several days. So a beautiful day today. Tomorrow we're seeing some thunderstorms, maybe some rainfall right from the get-go, continuing all day long. As we roll through Thursday, still some scattered showers before everything clears up into Friday, looking like the best day of the week, 26 degrees. Feeling like 29 with the humidex values. As we head into the weekend, still a little early right now, but a little bit of cloud cover into Saturday through Sunday. But this week, temperatures staying nice and cozy. As we take a look at your roads on your Tuesday morning, nothing major to report. Everything smooth sailing as we cruise up to 6:15. Everything is looking good. If anything changes throughout the morning, don't you worry. We'll be sure to let you know.
TSN Must See Moment is brought to you by The Works, Craft Burgers and Cold Brews. Hot deals every day, all summer long.
Hi, everyone. Mark Rowe inside the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Monday forward. We're going to head to Pittsburgh with the Pirates in action against the Tigers. Second inning, 2-1 for Jake Mangum, who drives it, and it's rookie Max Clark covering a lot of ground and makes an excellent catch as he crashes into the wall, saving a couple of runs. The rookie steals away extra bases and a great grab. And that is worthy of your must-see moment from Monday. On TSN tonight, we have WNBA action as the Tempo are in action against Caitlin Clark and the Fever. Coverage begins at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. That's all from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a great day.
And still to come on Your Morning Ottawa. An Ottawa-based company is introducing permeable pavement to help absorb water and reduce the risk of flooding. Those details coming up shortly, especially with all the rainfall that we've seen so far this summer. Let's take a peek through our Centennial Glass sky cam, shall we? And temperatures are nice and cozy. A little bit of sunshine this morning, continuing to roll through the afternoon. A pretty wonderful Tuesday ahead. Stay with us, friends. We'll be right back.
6:13. Welcome back. Here are the big stories we are following today on Your Morning Ottawa. Ottawa Mayor Mark Sutcliffe is seeking re-election and is making public transit a focal point as to why Ottawa residents should let him keep his job. Ontario Premier Doug Ford wants to see more data centers built in the province, speaking yesterday at the Association of Municipalities of Ontario here in Ottawa. Concert goers are getting their first look inside Ottawa's newest nightclub before it officially opens later this week. We got your full newscast in 15 minutes, but first off, we're going to take a check at the sunny weathercast.
Yeah, it is a beautiful Tuesday. It doesn't get much better than this for an August 18th day. Sunshine this morning, continuing to roll through the afternoon with comfortable temperatures and just a, we'll call it, smidge of humidity. 24 degrees, feeling like 26 with the Humidex values, and that sun shining all day. Now tomorrow we could lose that sun and we might need the umbrellas throughout the duration of all of Wednesday. So we'll keep that in mind for tomorrow, but we'll focus on the beauty today has to offer. Out on your roads, nothing major to report. Everything smooth sailing so far on your Tuesday morning commute. Well, as we've seen so far this summer, sudden and intense weather is becoming more and more common. And with that in mind, the risk of flooding continues. But what if the pavement on the ground could help protect some of our homes? That's what one Ottawa-based company is looking to do by using permeable pavement to help absorb the water. And it's part of a city pilot project. CTV's Kimberly Johnson has more details.
Intense flooding has hit Ottawa communities hard this summer, but a new way to pave could be on the way in Ottawa to help prevent it in the future. It's called permeable pavement. Here, you see a bucket of water quickly absorb into it at the EV charging stations at the Ottawa airport.
It absorbed 18 liters of water in 32 seconds through less than 1 square foot of surface area.
The pavement, made by Pure Pave Technology, an Ottawa-based company. CEO Taylor Davis says during a storm, the specialized pavement allows the ground to act like a sponge instead of relying on drains.
When you have a storm system that's essentially full during these rain events, that's when we're starting to see flooding. That's when we have nowhere for the water to go.
With the permeable pavement, that moves through it. And then eventually it moves into the ground itself. That's where it gets absorbed. And the idea is to hopefully bypass the sewer systems altogether. The City of Ottawa is using the permeable pavement in a pilot project. Strips will be placed along Anna Avenue and Crown Crescent near Carling and Fisher.
The first of its kind in Canada.
While other permanent pavement systems exist, Pure Pave Technology says this one is unique as it's made to work in colder climates. Councillor Devine says permeable pavement is being adopted in New York City, but here it's a first in Canada.
I hope now that we scale up and we do a lot more of this, because Ottawa's vulnerable wards, including my own, are being hit time and time again. And frankly, we could never afford to increase the size of our sewer systems.
The pilot project launches in the fall. Kimberly Johnson, CTV News.
All right, we're having some fun on the show today, and luckily, not every panel on a morning show has an Olympian, so this is the perfect question of the day. We are asking our viewers a little bit later on, what do you think? Which sport should be added into the Olympics that's not already there?
Okay.
And sure, you can put back one that might have been taken out, but Olympian Rosie.
Okay.
What is one sport that you think could probably make it in there?
Okay, I'm going to throw a little bit of a curveball here. Okay, I got the question. What sport do I think should be added to the Olympic Games that isn't there? Okay, coming from a track and field background, I would like to see some off distances added to the track and field program. Do you see what I mean?
Yep,
so you got the 100 meters, you got the 200 meters, you got the 400 meters. Let's add a 300 meters. And then we're getting creative with the relays, right? We got the mixed relays, so you and I could run a relay together, boy, girl, which is so cool. And there's a 4x1, 4x4. Let's go a little bit higher. Let's add the medley relay. Let's go 800 meters. Let's add some. So you see what I did here? I took your question and I just wrapped it around track and field, and I said, let's add some more events. Because when you think of swimming, right, they get to swim forward, backwards, butterfly, right? And they get to win tons and tons of medals, right? So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, let's add a few more events in track and field. There you go. I did it. I did it. I said it.
No way you haven't thought about that before. You've just been waiting to air this out.
I couldn't wait to say that. You're right. You're right. What do you think?
I think you're right. I think that's a good point too, because especially when you compare it to the swimmers, that's such a great point because they get all these opportunities for additional menus. Give it to the track and field people as well. So just a reminder, we heard from Rosie. What do you think is a sport that should be added into the Olympics? Or like Rosie's thought, maybe you just give some certain athletes already more chances to get some gold, some bronze, and some silver, but really we want to focus on the gold. We'll be having your comments coming up a little bit later on. Email us yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. Still lots to come here on the show. But as we come up, we are going to be highlighting women's flag football and something that's really awesome happening right here in our city and beyond. Full details on that and what inspired our conversation today coming up a little bit later on. A gorgeous Tuesday, temperatures sitting in the mid-teens, a low humidity. Oh, it's a good day. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. A petition calling on the federal government to expel the U.S. ambassador has gathered more than 200,000 signatures. Let's check in with Bill Carroll from the Morning Rush and News Talk 580 CFRA to get his thoughts on this. And that's a lot of signatures, Mr. Bill.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite stories. I love this. Remind me, Will, later today when I see you to sign this thing, because I've been meaning to do it for a couple of days now. I've heard all this intellectual conversation, discussion, debates, panel shows about whether or not this petition is actually going to go anywhere and what the function of an ambassador is. None of that matters. This comes down to one simple thing. It's a signal from Canadians that they're still angry with the United States. They don't like their ambassador running around talking about our sovereignty and making threats, and that even if the government's never going to do anything about it and kick them out, it doesn't matter. They go to the bargaining table, as they're doing today, about trade and tariffs, and the U.S. president knows that Canadians still have the backs of negotiators when they talk tough. That is not nothing. It's a great, clear indication that average Canadians, because this is an unprecedented kind of number of people signing a petition like this. That's something you wouldn't have thought a few years ago they'd even care about it at all, who the ambassador is and what they have to say. So, yeah, it's a huge signal right now, and it shows we have our leaders' backs. That's why I love it.
Yeah, definitely. And Bill, that's signatures in less than a month, 200,000. So that, again, just shows the amount of people that are interested in something like this.
200,001 by the end of today.
That's right. We're going to make sure we update the stats for you. Appreciate your time today, Bill. Have a good show.
Have a good day, guys.
And remember, you can listen to The Morning Rush with Mr. Bill Carroll on News Talk 580 CFRA weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. Everybody, today on Your Morning Ottawa, we are celebrating the fact that women's and men's senior flag football teams have qualified for the 2028 Olympic Games. with our women winning the World Championship this past weekend. So we thought we would ask our viewers today, what other sport do you think should be added into the Olympics? Let us know. Email us, yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. Right before the break, we'll just do a quick recap. Rosie, you want to add some more track and field,
yes,
you will call them relays or distances in there.
Yes, exactly. Some of the off distances that aren't run very often, put them in. So in the Olympic Games, the 1,500 meters, it's known as the metric mile. That's what's run at the Olympic Games. Maybe you could also run the 1,600 meters. Believe it or not, that 100 meters does make a big difference, and that's a complete 4 laps around the track. Add the 300 meters on top of the 200 meters. Add in another relay. We call it the medley relay, where you put in a little bit more distance as well as sprints. So yes, I've thought about it, and that's what I'm thinking. I just got to prop up this sport that I love so much, track and field.
Yeah, rightfully so. So what do you? So as an Olympian, what do you feel when you see a sport like this, like flag football being added in with the men's and women's side? How do you feel about something like that with a new sport being added in from an athlete's perspective?
Okay, so Canada, #1 going in. I'm loving it. I mean, winning that gold at the championships, and now they've won a berth to the 2028 Los Angeles Games, as well as the men's flag football team. I love it. I think the more that you can add, the better. But I know that it does kind of put a little bit of a squeeze on the Olympic Games. It's a very expensive thing to pull off. I just want to see all countries represented too. So I'm hoping that you have a great representation of, you've got Canada, you've got some people from the South and from all, the different continents. So that would be great. If I were to add another sport on top of all the distances in track and field, get this. I was thinking about it, Will, when you asked me.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Double Dutch.
Oh.
You guys know that? Double Dutch, right? You see them doing that? Double Dutch?
Yeah.
Double Dutch? Why not? Oh, just like an exhibition, right?
Yeah.
Just to bring it in. I don't know. That just came into my head. I know not a lot of people know it and do it, but maybe it's a way of introducing the sport. What do you think, Will?
I think we got to get you on the Olympic Committee for future sport generations to come.
What about you?
I mean, I'll throw a little bit of a curveball as well, and I'm extremely biased, but I think regardless of whether you watch it or not, it's very entertaining, and you would be entertained, is wakeboarding, because the amount, and from when I grew up wakeboarding, behind the boat, the tricks that you could do, it was insane. And now just the younger generation and the athletes have stepped it up to a whole nother level. The height that they're getting, the spins that they're doing, the flips that they're doing, 3 flips on 1 jump. And I feel like regardless of whether you watch the sport or you don't watch the sport, it's entertaining as a whole, and I think just that boat driving down with a section and then having all the fans down the side watching that, I think would be really entertaining. And yes, I'm a wakeboarder, but I think it would be cool.
You could serve on the board and be one of the potential athletes as well.
There we go. Yeah. The risk to injury is a little bit higher, as we creep up to the old age, but we'll take the risk if we can, Rosie. All right, you heard from Rosie and myself. We were asking you, what sport do you think should be added into the Olympics? Your Morning Ottawa at ctv.ca is the email to send that in. We'll be right back with your news headlines.
Good morning, 6:30. Come on in. I'm Rosie Edda.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm Will Aiello. Melissa is off this week, so Weather Will has you covered throughout the next few days. And coming up shortly, if you've been wondering what Capitol Fair is all about, Rosie had such a great experience, and she'll be making a couple of stops throughout the show just to give us a little taste of what you can expect.
So much fun and new attractions that I can't wait to share with all of you. That's coming up in a few minutes. But first off, we're going to take care of your top stories. Ottawa Mayor Mark Sutcliffe is seeking re-election and is making public transit a focal point as to why Ottawa residents should let him keep his job. Sutcliffe is pledging to slash the cost of a bus pass by more than $40, bringing it down to $95 a month. He says he is committed to getting the LRT out to Canada and Barrhaven, adding he would bring back many express bus routes. But critical to his plan is securing provincial money from the LRT upload.
When the upload is complete, we'll have $85 million a year that we'll be able to reinvest in more affordable and more reliable public transit.
For a full list of mayoral candidates and what we know of their platforms so far, visit our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca. Voters head to the polls on October 26th. Ontario Premier Doug Ford wants to see more data centers built in the province. Speaking yesterday at the Association of Municipalities of Ontario right here in Ottawa, Ford said these centers are key to keeping our information sovereign and safe from U.S. President Donald Trump. These buildings would be the keeper of computers and servers that store digital information. The Premier believes it's necessary to have the centers here, giving Ontarians more control instead of relying on companies with data centers in other countries.
We can build the economy of the future and ensure Canadians' data remains in Canada, or we can get left behind and risk Canadians' data being sent to the U.S. and into the hands of President Trump.
It's estimated there are about 100 data centers in Ontario currently, with at least half a dozen right here in Ottawa. Tech analysts also believe Ontario is short on computing power and that Canada needs more data centers to keep up with demand. It is down to the wire for trade talks between Canada and the U.S., with just hours left to reach a deal to avoid another round of U.S. tariffs.
We're going to continue working. Our job is not yet done. Thank you.
Prime Minister Carney and U.S. President Trump spoke yesterday afternoon about the ongoing trade negotiations, but there is no word on whether the two sides are any closer to a deal. Lowering tariffs on the steel, aluminum, auto, and lumber sectors have been key demands by Canada. If no deal is reached, the new tariffs will come into effect just after midnight on Wednesday. Turning now to the latest on a weekend assault. Police have charged a 25-year-old man following an alleged assault against a busker in downtown Ottawa. Officers were called to an area near the Fairmont Chateau Laurier on Wellington Street shortly after 4 p.m. on Saturday. Police say the victim was approached by a man unknown to him while playing bagpipes on the sidewalk. The victim was assaulted with an edged weapon without provocation. Ottawa paramedics say the victim suffered minor injuries to his hand. A suspect has now been arrested on several charges, including assault with a weapon, assault causing bodily harm, and breach of probation. The Byward Market District Authority has fired its executive director. Victoria Williston was let go last Friday. She was hired in January to guide the Byward Market in a new direction. In a social media post, Williston stated she was proud of the work done in just 7 months. During her tenure, the Byward Market Square and the Vendor Village became summer fixtures in the market. The ongoing U.S.-Iran conflict is a driving force behind higher gas prices in Canada and a rise in inflation. The annual rate rose to 3% in July, up from 2.8% in June, and higher than what economists had predicted. Gas prices up more than 25% from a year ago across the country. Nova Scotia had the highest inflation rate at 5%, and Ontario had the lowest at 2%. Concert goers are getting their first look inside Ottawa's newest concert venue before it officially opens later this week. History Ottawa is ready to open its doors this Thursday after more than 2 years of planning and construction. CTV News Ottawa was invited to tour the brand new state-of-the-art 2,000 capacity venue Monday morning.
We've seen great response from Ottawa in terms of the music lover. It's a great music city, and so right now we're just waiting to get the doors open and showcase the space.
The opening night on August 20th will feature a performance by the Wallflowers. And finally, Ottawa Rapid FC announced star forward Delaney Bay DB Pridham has signed a contract extension with the club.
Of course it would be DB Pridham. 5 minutes to go before the half.
She will remain with the Rapid through the 2028 Northern Super League season. Pridham joined the team ahead of the league's inaugural season last year. She was the recipient of the league's first Golden Boot and was named the NSL Player of the Year and Forward of the Year. And yeah, we still got her until 2028.
Woo, what a talent.
Man, and they're doing so well. It's so fun to watch this team succeed, especially here in the nation's capital. We love to see that continuing on. And we're lucky enough because she's going to be joining us a little bit later on to talk about that extension and, you know, maybe give her a little bit of a taste of why she loves the city so much.
Oh, that's going to be great. That's going to be a great chat that you're going to have with her. Looking forward to that. And women's sports just continues to grow. I'm loving it.
Yeah, that's what we need to see. Ottawa Charge on the rise, Rapid on the rise. This is what we love to see. But can we play some soccer this afternoon? You betcha. Temperatures are going to be right around seasonal with a little bit of humidity. It's not going to be the tail all week long, though. There are going to be some scattered showers throughout the week, but today a beautiful start with temperatures right around that 24, 25 degree mark. Currently in the mid-teens in Ottawa, 14, 16 in Montreal, 15 in Cornwall, Kingston at 15, as well as Trenton. Humidex values really not a huge factor through the afternoon, just a little bit into Kingston, Trenton, and Ottawa today, maybe feeling 1 to 2 degrees warmer, so not a huge impact. That's really the trend we've seen over the last few days, especially over the course of the weekend, with those temperatures not getting to the high 20s and the humidex value starting to drop as we get closer and closer towards the end of August. Radar on the horizon today, nothing but sunshine in store. A few clouds kind of move in and out of the picture, but no chance of precipitation until we get to tomorrow. As we roll through tomorrow into Wednesday, expecting maybe 5 to 10 millimeters, so a very different story. This morning, we just get to enjoy the kiddos going to school, plenty of sunshine in the forecast. As we roll through tomorrow morning, really continuing through the afternoon, keep the umbrellas close and the rain boots until we get to Thursday afternoon. That's when that beautiful sunshine makes a return and holds on into Friday as well. Afternoon-wise, it is a perfect day to spend it outdoors. Temperatures feeling nice and cozy, 25 with the humidex values feeling closer to 27, 28 degrees. So really comfortable and a beautiful sunshine day filled for our Tuesday. Daytime high values, most areas all into the mid-20s. Doesn't get much better than this for an August 18th day as we cruise up to August 20th. 26 in Kittigan-Zibi, 24 in Trauma, 25 into Gatineau, as well as Petawawa. The next several days, though, a bit of a swing as we roll through tomorrow. Temperatures are going to stay relatively the same, especially on the day side, but a chance for some showers arrives early tomorrow morning and kind of rolls through until Thursday morning, potentially seeing 5 to 10 millimeters, maybe some thunderstorms tomorrow. Everything clears up Thursday afternoon and rolls through Friday. Friday looking like the best day of the week, 26 degrees with nothing but sun.
Weather brought to you by Manotick Place Retirement Community, a community you can call home.
All right, let's take a peek at your roads, shall we? It is 6:40 on your Tuesday. Starting to see some slowdowns on the eastbound 417 between Parkdale and Preston, and westbound 174 seeing some slowdowns into Cumberland.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers, 1-800-JUSTICE.
The Capitol Fair is once again up and running, and they have some new attractions, some that take you to really high heights. Okay, I flip in the house at the Capitol Fair. Oh my gosh, do you see what they're doing there? Felix, this is impressive.
It is very impressive. This is a great way to use a trampoline. This part we call it the juggling because basically they're doing a juggling movement. But this show is full of surprise. We got trampoline wall, we got trampoline competition style on the feet. We're gonna have some bungee, go all the way up, and we will go all the way up to 55 feet in the air and jump into airbag. So it's a big stunt that we finished the show with. And it's a family fun show and a lot of energy and humor. So we're happy to be here. It's the first time here. So,
oh my goodness.
So we're really excited to be here.
He's got some hops. They all got some hops. This is impressive.
And
Thanks
we're
so
lucky
much.
we have an international crew. We got people from France, some Polynesia French. So French Polynesia and Quebec City, Montreal, so it's a lot of fun.
Something else new at the Capitol Fair, Extreme Lumberjacks. Rusty, what's going on here?
So we've got Gabe demonstrating the crosscut saw or the single buck in the background. That's one of his main events here representing UBC.
What the what?
Yeah, absolutely. So that big old crosscut saw, as you can see, he just absolutely gets through.
Look, he's all into it. Oh my goodness. So you got lumberjack sawing through wood.
We got saws. We do a chainsaw competition. So chainsaw against chainsaw. Right here we do a chainsaw carve.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, absolutely. Look, he just cut through there.
Woo!
We do an axe throw over here, Rosie.
You know that's fun.
It is
that's
absolutely
fantastic.
fun. You know, the axe throw actually became quite a popular thing with everybody going down there and getting into it,
Yeah.
which is still great. And then, of course, we do over here the log rolls. So that yes, that demonstrates burling, as they call it in the lumberjack world. So it basically you get the two guys or two girls on top, and you try and spin it and try and knock the other one off.
I love it.
Yeah.
And you know what else I love? I love your lumberjack shirt.
Well, that's what we do. That's what we look the part, right?
All right, don't mess with Rosie with an axe. I have been taking the notes. A new fear has been unlocked. Olympian Rosie can throw an axe too. My goodness.
Just focus. And then you just like release.
Yeah.
You just let it go. So much skill there, so much fun. There's a lot to see and do.
It's fun too, right? Like if you've never been axe throwing, there's something about it. I don't know what it is, but you just exude this energy, and just there's something about throwing an axe.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe that's a little mental problem.
I don't know. I don't know what that says about you, Will. But I do love it too. It's so much fun. I mean, Capitol Fair, there's so much to see and do. That's the first stop, okay?
Yeah.
Throwing a few axes and watching the incredible hops of those athletes and acrobats. And there's more to come on the show.
Can't wait. 1 of 3 stops. Can't wait to tune in for that. We'll take a peek outside through our Skycam. Nothing major to report. It's a pretty boring but fun day. 24 degrees is your daytime high. Temperatures feeling nice on this August 18th Tuesday. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Good morning, 646. Welcome back. Meta, the company behind Facebook and Instagram, will stand trial today after being sued by 30 American states for what they call numerous violations of federal and state privacy laws for children. The trial is being touted as one that could shape the social media landscape moving forward. Let's bring in CTV's Scott Hurst with more on this today. Good morning to you, Scott. So tell us about this lawsuit and what's being alleged.
Good morning, Rosie. A lot of interest in this case, as you set up there, far and wide, not just specifically how Meta might be held accountable, but this could be really a landmark trial that has far-reaching consequences. This trial is seeking to hold Meta accountable for child safety on its platforms. Of course, Facebook and Instagram together having billions of accounts. The lawsuit filed by 33 states in federal court in California accuses the social media giant of contributing to the youth mental health crisis by knowingly and deliberately, it claims, designing features that get children addicted to its platforms. It also claims that Meta routinely collects data on children under 13 without their parents' consent. States are seeking extensive financial damages that could add up to well over $1 trillion. Legal experts say that sum is highly unlikely, but more consequential, Rosie, could be the changes to how the company operates Facebook and Instagram. Now, Meta disputes the allegations, reaffirming its commitment to supporting young people, it claims. The social media giant has added many new features in recent years designed to protect minors, but safety advocates and states, Rosie, are arguing more needs to be done to protect young people on its platforms, as we mentioned, Facebook and Instagram.
Well, you just bounced around the number there, $1 trillion. The stakes are high, not only for the company, but countries like Canada are watching, as it will give a sense of where things will go from here. What are your thoughts on that?
As you mentioned, this could reshape the social media landscape, as this court case in the United States that is getting underway today in Oakland, California, is being watched closely here in Canada, as well as Meta's legal woes stretch into our country. Some of Ontario's largest school boards are suing social media giants, including Meta, Snapchat, and TikTok, for disrupting student learning and the education system, it claims, arguing social media products have rewired the way children think, behave, and learn, leaving educators and schools to manage the fallout. Also, a proposed class action lawsuit in BC accuses Meta of harming kids, impacting their mental health. So this trial getting underway won't have any specific direct impact on any legal proceedings north of the border here, but as you might expect, whatever the outcome, it is being watched closely by parents, legal experts alike in the U.S., specifically with this case, but also here north of the border as well.
No doubt about that. Lots of interest on this trial. Thank you so much, Scott. CTV News correspondent Scott Hurst. Thanks, Scott.
Thanks, Rosie.
All right, it is time for your morning fix. As per usual, we got 3 topics for you today. We're kicking it off with the Princess of Genovia is a legend.
I am here today because I am one of the most insanely lucky people in the world and the true source of the luck that brought me here. Thank you to you.
Annie, you're one of the special.
So Anne Hathaway was honored at the Disney Legends Award ceremony. She was inducted into Disney's Hall of Fame during the company's fan event. This honor comes 25 years after Hathaway made her screen debut in The Princess Diaries. Hathaway's box office haul this year has hit more than $2 billion over 4 different films, and she still has one more movie to be released in October called Verity, alongside Josh Hartnett and Dakota Johnson.
I'm so happy for her. And she's got a little baby in the belly, which is so neat.
And we're, like, all 3 of us, me, you, and Melissa,
Yep.
they're all Anne Hathaway fans. I mean, how could you not be?
The Princess of Genovia. Shut up! Yeah. To Julie Andrews. Love that scene.
So
okay.
good.
From the Princess of Genovia to Princess Anna of Frozen.
The window is open, so's the door. I didn't know they did that anymore. Who knew we owned 8,000 salad plates?
Kristen Bell made a surprise stop at the Savannah Bananas baseball game. She joined the team at Denver's Coors Field as part of their world tour. Bell sang the hit song, For the First Time in Forever, from the movie Frozen. She also duetted with Broadway actor turned Bananas star Derek Klena. Now, they both sang The Time of My Life from Dirty Dancing. Look at her. She's just getting all into it with the crowd.
No, I'm gonna divulge something to you. I have still, to this day, not seen Frozen.
What?
I know.
Now, Melissa's got to come with,
Yeah,
maybe she even has a DVD.
I'm sure.
And just put it on repeat, and then before you know it, you'll be like singing all the songs.
I know the song because how could you not in this world? But I haven't seen it full the first. No.
Oh my goodness.
I'll put it on the list at some point.
Do you want to build a snowman?
See, I should know that, but I do. All right, Friday for you. There's no ringing in these 2 singers.
There's nothing brave than walking alone.
Olivia Dean and Sam Fender have hit a major milestone. Their song Rain Me In has scored a record 21st week at #1 on the official singles chart. This is an all-time record for the UK's longest-running #1 single. The previous record was held back in 1958 by Frankie Lane. Oh my goodness. 21 weeks.
Oh, good on them. I love her voice. I love her.
So good. All right, still lots to come here on the show. We'll take a peek outside, and it is a nice start to your Tuesday. Sunshine is there, temperature 16 degrees. We'll be right back after commercial break with your comments on what Olympic sport could be added in from your view. Stay with us. We'll have that coming up. Everybody, if you didn't already know, we are celebrating on the show today. It's the fact that the women's and men's senior flag football teams have qualified for the 2028 Olympic Games. So with that in mind, we wanted to ask you, what other sport do you think could be added into the Olympics, regardless of whether summer or winter?
Okay, and here's what some of you had to say. Kathy says, I would like to see ringette added as a winter sport at the Olympics. Thank you for that, Kathy.
And Giselle says ringette would be my choice. So it looks like we got a theme brewing.
Very popular. Steven says, I'd like to see lawn bowling and lacrosse.
Stephen, I am with you on the front of lacrosse as well. Let's get more eyes on that beautiful sport. Let's keep the chat going, shall we? What sport do you think should be added into the Olympics? Don't be shy. Let us know. Your Morning Ottawa at CTV.ca. We'll take a peek outside through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. A gorgeous Tuesday ahead. We'll have your full forecast and all of your news headlines right after the break.
It's Tuesday, August 18th. Ottawa's incumbent mayor lays out his plan for Ottawa's transit, including a major cut to the cost of a monthly bus pass.
She's in studio. Auto Rapid FC star DB Pridham is staying put. She signed a contract extension through 2028. We'll be hearing from her shortly.
We've seen great response from Ottawa in terms of the music lover. It's a great music city, and so right now we're just waiting to get the doors open and showcase the space.
Oh yeah, your first look inside Ottawa's newest music venue. History Ottawa gets ready to host its first show this week. Your Morning Ottawa continues right now. Good morning to you just after 7 o'clock. Hope your morning is going well. I'm Rosie and
I'm Will Ayala. Melissa is off today, so we got you covered. The star DB is officially in the house to my left. Can't wait to talk with her. Just such a shining star, and I love that we have her now continuing through the 2028 season.
Ottawa Rapid FC, keep it going. Looking forward to that conversation. But right now, we're going to get you started on today's top stories. Ottawa Mayor Mark Sutcliffe is seeking re-election and is making public transit a focal point as to why Ottawa residents should let him keep his job. Sutcliffe is pledging to slash the cost of a bus pass by more than $40, bringing it down to $95 a month. He says he is committed to getting the LRT out to Canada and Barrhaven, adding he would bring back many express bus routes. But critical to his plan is securing provincial money from the LRT upload.
When the upload is complete, we'll have $85 million a year that we'll be able to reinvest in more affordable and more reliable public transit.
For a full list of mayoral candidates and what we know of their platform so far, visit our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca. Voters head to the polls on October 26th. Ontario Premier Doug Ford wants to see more data centres built in the province. Speaking yesterday at the Association of Municipalities of Ontario right here in Ottawa, Ford said these centres are key to keeping our information sovereign and safe from U.S. President Donald Trump. These buildings would be the keeper of computers and servers that store digital information. The Premier believes it's necessary to have the centres right here, giving Ontarians more control instead of relying on companies with data centres in other countries.
We can build the economy of the future and ensure Canadians' data remains in Canada, or we can get left behind and risk Canadians' data being sent to the U.S. and into the hands of President Trump.
It's estimated there are about 100 data centers in Ontario currently, with at least half a dozen right here in Ottawa. Tech analysts also believe Ontario is short on computing power and that Canada needs more data centers to keep up with the demand. It's down to the wire for trade talks between Canada and the U.S., with just hours left to reach a deal to avoid another round of U.S. tariffs.
We're going to continue working. Our job is not yet done. Thank you.
Prime Minister Carney and U.S. President Trump spoke yesterday afternoon about the ongoing trade negotiations, but there is no word on whether the two sides are any closer to a deal. Lowering tariffs on the steel, aluminum, auto, and lumber sectors have been key demands by Canada. If no deal is reached, the new tariffs will come into effect just after midnight on Wednesday. Turning now to the latest on a weekend assault. Police have charged a 25-year-old man following an alleged assault against a busker in downtown Ottawa. Officers were called to an area near the Fairmont Chateau Laurier on Wellington Street shortly after 4 p.m. on Saturday. Police say the victim was approached by an unknown man while playing bagpipes on the sidewalk. The victim was assaulted with an edged weapon without provocation. Ottawa paramedics say the victim suffered minor injuries to his hand. A suspect has now been arrested on several charges, including assault with a weapon, assault causing bodily harm, and breach of probation. There's an Ottawa-based company with a product that could be a helping hand when it comes to preventing serious flooding in the future. Permeable pavement made by Pure Pave Technologies, a company specializing in eco-friendly permeable driveway and stormwater solutions, soaks up more water instead of it running off or pooling. With permeable pavement, the water moves through it and then into the ground itself, where it gets absorbed.
When you have a storm system that's essentially full during these rain events, that's when we're starting to see flooding. That's when we have nowhere for the water to go.
The City of Ottawa is set to use the product in a pilot project this fall, with strips being installed along Anna Avenue and Crown Crescent near Carling and Fisher Avenues. Concert goers are getting their first look inside Ottawa's newest concert venue before it officially opens later this week. History Ottawa is ready to open its doors this Thursday after more than 2 years of planning and construction. CTV News Ottawa was invited to tour the brand new state-of-the-art 2,000 capacity venue Monday morning.
We've seen great response from Ottawa in terms of the music lover. It's a great music city, and so right now we're just waiting to get the doors open and showcase the space.
The opening night on August 20th will feature a performance by the Wallflowers. And finally, a section of Copenhagen's historic Tivoli Gardens has been transformed into a Japanese streetscape. The space is lined with shops, lanterns, and neon signs.
Since opening nearly 200 years ago, Tivoli has drawn inspiration from Asian architecture and design. Organizers are saying the area is not intended to replicate Japan, but was created with inspiration and respect for Japanese culture.
But just at a quick glance, it looks like you're in Japan.
It certainly does, right? I feel like that's what they're trying to do, but then they say, we're not trying to replica, but we're just trying to pull the culture from it and give you a little bit of a glimpse.
That's cool. That's a great nod to Japanese culture.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I like that as well. All right, weather picture of the day. We got this sent in from James Fish. Carp River in Fitzroy Provincial Park, a little camping trip with the family, and we love when we can have one of our own highlighted on the show.
Gorgeous.
Weather picture brought to you by Box Me Up. Moving, staging, renovating, just box me up.
All right, and if you have a weather picture, we want to see it. Email us weathershots@ctv.ca, and we will try to get that one on air for you. James Fish, though, setting the bar high on a Tuesday. Let's take a peek at the forecast over the next few days. Temperatures are going to stay relatively the same, especially on the day side. Overnight lows start to damper down just a little bit, but humidity drops throughout the week ahead. As we take a look at today's seasonal temperature, right around the typical 25 for what we'd see this time of year. Temperature is nice and cozy on your Tuesday morning. 13 in Pembroke, a little warmer in Ottawa. Montreal taking the warmest temperature at 17, 14 into Trenton. Humidex value is a little bit present today, but not overpowering. Feeling like 20 degrees here in the capital, Pembroke 16, 20 into Montreal, but a beautiful sunshine day filled. Tomorrow, though, we need the umbrella, so enjoy the sunshine while it's here. Just a few clouds move in and out of the picture for your Tuesday afternoon. As we get overnight, increase the cloud, and then we start to see some chance for some showers arriving overnight Tuesday. And that kind of rolls through Wednesday morning, goes into Thursday morning. It's really Thursday afternoon. We start to see the rainfall clear out. Umbrellas can be put away, and then a gorgeous Thursday afternoon rolling through Friday. Expecting about 5, maybe 10 millimeters. So not a lot of volume when you take a look at the precipitation amount over the next little while, but a little bit of rainfall creeping in through the next 24 hours. In your golfing forecast, if you're heading out today, this morning, midday, even into the afternoon, it is a wonderful day for it. Temperatures around 21 and then creeping up to 24 degrees this afternoon with just a smidge of humidity. Daytime high values doesn't get much better than this for an August 18th day. Most areas into 25. Bancroft, the only one at 24 degrees, but really comfortable into the afternoon window. Trumbull, a chance for some showers. Montreal cruising up to 26 degrees. This is what we're seeing throughout the week. So Wednesday, we need the umbrellas. Keep them out till Thursday afternoon. Then we can toss them away into Friday. That's looking like the best day this week. 26 degrees, nothing but sunshine in store. The biggest fluctuating temperatures that we're seeing is not on the day side. It's the overnight lows. Wednesday into Thursday, getting from 13 down to 10, but then quickly right back up as we dive into the weekend.
7-day weather forecast brought to you by Davidson Hearing Aid Centers, celebrating over 80 years in family business.
And taking a peek at your roads at this hour, nothing major to report. Everything's smooth sailing on your Tuesday morning. If anything changes, though, we'll be sure to let you know. Starting to see a little bit of backup 417 westbound, though, as is typical for this time as we cruise up to 7:15 on your Tuesday. All right, the Ottawa Rapid FC has announced star DB Pridham is staying put. Pridham was a recipient of the Northern Super League's first ever Golden Boot and was named NSL Player of the Year, of course, Forward of the Year. She's helped the Rapid move to the top of the league with 8 goals and 4 assists and heads into the next half of the season leading the race for a second consecutive Golden Boot. She joins us live this morning, and we are so blessed to have you in studio. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
It's so great, and you know, it's so amazing to watch you just continue to absolutely dominate in the league. And recently with that contract signing going into the 2028 season, what's it like as an athlete leading up to that and then officially signing the papers?
Yeah, I mean, that process is just a really exciting process. It shows, you know, just how big the sport is. There's a lot that goes into it, and you know, when I think about Ottawa, it just felt right, and I really love this city. I think it's a beautiful city, and I'm really excited to continue playing for the fans here.
And I feel like it's so amazing. Soccer has just catapulted in popularity. You know, FIFA World Cup really helped that as well, but especially in women's sport, it's so wonderful to see such a spotlight on it. What do you love about the game?
Oh, there's so much I love about the game. There's the people that you meet, the relationships that you make, the adrenaline you get from the sport, the joy you get from it, it's just like a feeling you can't really describe, this sport feeling. Like when you score a goal, you can't describe it. It's just this strong joy that you have in your body, and that's what keeps me around, is the joy in the game and the people that you meet and the relationships you make, and making new places your home. And that's what I'm doing here in Ottawa.
As soon as you say it, I remember like what it was like to score a goal in hockey or lacrosse, and you bring me back immediately. It's like, if you know what we're talking about.
Exactly.
And you know what's really great is you get to share, you know, those goals and those moments now with your family because they get to watch you play. How special is that?
It's so special to be able to look into the fans and see my whole family there, especially when I go to play in Toronto. My whole extended family comes, and it's really special after playing overseas for about 4 years. And after games, you don't really have many people to go to. You just kind of carry with the international players, and then here being able to look in the fans and represent them and play for them, and to be able to do that in Canada is extremely special, and it's something you can't really like describe, and I will never take it for granted.
Yeah, and we're so lucky to have you. You know, you've played in different leagues and overseas. What's it like playing in the nation's capital compared to other leagues that you've played in before?
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, playing in the nation's capital is kind of like goosebumps because it's you're representing the capital of the country, and also being able to have the privilege to represent the national team internationally, and then able to do that in league is really special. And Ottawa has the biggest youth soccer program in all of Canada, so being able to inspire the younger generations is really empowering, and also something that played a big role into my decision, because I want to continue empowering young females and males to continue playing soccer, and to see where they can be when they grow up, and that's really special.
What is it like for you? You know, you mentioned like the youth, both on the female and the male side, that, you know, come up to you and they want your autograph and they watch you play and you become their hero. When you look back at maybe a pastime up to now, what is that sensation like, having these people come up to you and be like, oh my God, DB, like, we're such a fan?
It's super surreal. It's like a pinch me moment, because I remember I was like that when I was younger, and then also being able to be that figure. You know, when we were younger, we didn't really have many female sports teams and soccer teams to go to and say that to their face, and now being able to do that in Ottawa. You know, usually before they had to travel internationally or go to the States to go watch a professional live game, and now they can see it in their backyard, and being able to represent Ottawa and be a professional soccer player in Ottawa and show them that, hey, you don't have to go overseas, you don't have to go to another country to pursue your dreams, you can stay right here, and that's really, I'm really excited about that.
It's such an important message, because there's so many that think like, what can I do to make it? But it's just, even just playing the game in general gives you such joy, and it's so accessible. That's what I love about soccer too. What can we expect from the team continuing on, as you guys have done so well up to this point? What does the back end look like for the half the season for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we have big goals, and we want to achieve them, and head into playoffs and win the title. So we're really excited it's here in Ottawa, and we hope we can give that back to the fans.
Now we have to ask you, now that you're, now we've got you for another couple of years, do you have a couple of favorite restaurant spots that you like to hit? Have you had some? Yeah, give me the deets.
I love Julia's on Elgin. I love Social Thai on Bank Street, Hugo Tacos right next door. Those are my favorite tacos in all of Ottawa. I love dumpling. I could go on and on.
I think we need a whole nother segment just on food. What about shawarma? Have you dabbled in the shawarma game in the nation's capital?
I have a bit, but I'm not like huge on shawarma.
Okay. You know what? We got some time. We got to 2028 to mold you into the shawarma lover. It's so great having you on the show. Congratulations on the success up to this point. And again, thank you for being such a great role model for not just the youth, but for everyone in our city.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Oh, we're so lucky. All right, still to come on the show, Ottawa's busting out breast cancer dragon boat team is competing in France. Oh, and guess what? We get to speak with the members of the team ahead of their luscious trip. Oh, look at that. They're not sitting in the dragon boat. They're sitting nice and cozy in our Lazy Boy Lounge. We'll have that conversation coming up shortly after we take a little bit of time away outside through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. Temperatures feeling nice and comfortable. 16 degrees, 7:16 on your Tuesday. Stay with us, friends. We'll be right back.
Pure Country 94. Ottawa's home for the best country music. Listen to Pure Country 94 on the free iHeartRadio app.
Ready to reap what you've sown this season? Join us every Friday for the best gardening tips from local experts to help your yard flourish into fall.
Good to Grow on CTV Your Morning Ottawa. Fridays. Brought to you in part by Robert Plant Greenhouses.
It is 7:19. Welcome back. Okay, so my next stop at the Capitol Fair, we are checking out some of the new rides at Ottawa's biggest fair. I love this. It makes me feel like a kid. Never get tired of the Ferris wheel. It's so much fun. Let's talk about some of the new midway rides at the Capitol Fair.
Yeah, so this year we actually brought 3 new rides. They are all brand new from Czech Republic. I'm going to more focus on the big kahuna there behind me.
Oh, fun.
It's the first one to ever land in Canada.
Really?
And it is still the only one in Canada at this time. It is a thrill ride. Everybody loves it. It's very fast. It's insanely fast. The elephants, another big one, very big family ride. It goes so high up in the air. When we first saw it, we were like, wow. It's as higher than the slide. And
I love the colors, too.
Yeah,
it's
great
beautiful.
colors. It's so cool at nighttime. It's very lit up. Like I said, the family, they love riding it. It's a great ride for the family, the kids. You know, they get way up that high in the air and they can control it. They can control how high they want to go. They can go up and down.
That's so good.
Yeah, and it's awesome.
And then you got one more new ride, like the teacup.
And then we have the teacups.
Woo!
Yeah, good one, little one for the kids. They can control it as well. They spin it however fast they want to spin. They spin it. It's nice little ride for them and a great addition that they've added this year to the company.
Okay, so far we looked at some of the live acts, a couple of new ones, the new midway rides. You know what's coming up next on my tour of the Capitol Fair? Food. That is coming up. You do not want to miss it. But right now, I'm going to send it on over to Will because you don't want to miss his interview next.
Listen, you had me at food, Rosie, so I'll be making sure that I'm dialed in for your final stop at Capitol Fair. Well, Ottawa's bursting out breast cancer dragon boat team is heading to the French Alps for the 2026 International Breast Cancer Paddlers Commission Festival. Here to tell us ahead of their trip is Denise and Serena, just talking everything that we need to know about this. Good morning to the two of you.
Good morning.
Where's the boat? We didn't paddle in this morning?
Flat tires.
Classic. That always happens when you don't want it to.
Always.
So tell me a little bit about this competition to give people at home a little bit of idea what it's all about.
So the festival is held every 3 or 4 years in different locations. 2023 was held in New Zealand. This one is in the French Alps region of France on Lac de Bourget. So we started planning about 3 years ago for this festival.
And what goes into, being able to qualify for something like this? Obviously you said you're headed to France tomorrow. You're going on the way. What goes into qualifying for an event like this?
A breast cancer diagnosis.
And then you guys, so once you get the breast cancer diagnosis, you guys combine as a team, and then you put your team in, and then you're able to go?
Yes, so Busting Out Ottawa has been a team since 1998. We have actually 2 paddlers going that have been with us since the year 2000. We do have 1 original member still paddling with us, so that's amazing.
When you think about it, like as a team, when you're all going together and you've all been through something very similar, what's that like as a team camaraderie when you're behind the dragon boat paddling away?
It's amazing. It's one thing to be part of a team where you all just have a collective shared goal, and your goal is to win an award, win a medal, get the trophy, win the pennant. But being in a dragon boat with, for me, 19 other women, 20 including our steer, women who have had breast cancer, who have had that diagnosis, who have been through the physical trauma of treatment, and then the ongoing trauma and recovery, which for me is a journey that continues after the diagnosis. It's amazing. It's a community of support, and it's not like we're all 20, 21 women sitting around talking about breast cancer and diagnosis and treatment plans or anything. If we have questions, we've got women we can talk to who know intimately what we have been through, personally, emotionally, mentally, all the things. And we can sit silently with them as well and just sit with that and know that we're surrounded by people who get what we've been through. And the neat thing about paddling with Busting Out is that it isn't necessarily always about the competition and the win. It's about building community, being part of a community, providing support to each other, and in our case, providing a means of providing outreach for others in the community, making people aware that we exist and that we demonstrate so clearly that there is hope for a healthy, active lifestyle after a breast cancer diagnosis.
Such powerful words. I'm just drawn into you as you speak about it. What have you learned most about from the people around you in that boat? Because there's so many of you as you do that. What have you learned from each other?
I have learned that we are strong and that we can handle anything that's thrown at us, that we will always stand up after we're knocked down, and that there is always somebody to lean on. It's amazing. It's really an amazing experience.
It's so incredible to have you all come together for a very common cause. And as you go there, there's going to be other boats that are in the same situation. So what is the laydown? Once you get there, what is the competition, the friendly competition, we'll call it, look like?
So there will be 4,500 survivors paddling, representing, I think, 38 countries. 41 countries. Wow. So we're going to have a parade of nations where the teams from each country get together and we parade through the town together. There will be a flower ceremony where we honor those who are still fighting breast cancer, those who we've lost, and then a big party at the end. So there is a little bit of competition to it, but a lot of camaraderie, a lot of love, a lot of support as well.
It's so amazing. How can people follow along your journey or support what you guys are doing?
So there will be a live stream.
Oh, great. Okay.
The information has not yet been released, but if you follow us on Facebook, Busting Out Ottawa, or on our website, bustingoutaottawa.ca, we will share that link so anyone can follow along.
Great. Details to be released. A live stream. I'm sure many people will be tuning in. Good luck overseas into France. Safe travels, and congratulations up to this point. What a powerful story.
Thank you so much.
Well, still to come on the show, we have lots more coming up. Plus, Ottawa's Furious Fun Run is back. It is the Wiggle Waggle Walk and Run, a fun-filled day to help the pets at the Ottawa Humane Society. And you know what? We're always looking for different ways to find those pups, those birds, those cats, some brand new homes. Stay with us. Full details coming up. We'll be right back on Your Morning Ottawa.
Good morning to you. It is 7:30. Hope your morning is going well so far. I'm Rosie Edda.
Halfway point here on Your Morning Ottawa. I'm Will Aiello. Melissa is off for the rest of the week. And coming up very shortly, we wiggle, we waggle. It's the walk and run, all in support of the Ottawa Humane Society. And I love events like this, particularly just because of the name itself, the wiggle, waggle, walk and run. Like that sells me initially. And then to think about what we're doing it for, to find all these furry animals their forever homes.
So great. I feel like you want to say it again. Wiggle, waggle,
wiggle, waggle.
Wiggle, waggle. It's so much fun.
I always think about that like, do, 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 wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Remember that?
Oh my gosh.
Will. I'm back.
Yeah, he is back. Looking forward to that. We'll have that plus your weather and a whole lot more coming up in the next few minutes. But first off, we're going to take care of today's top stories. Ottawa Mayor Mark Sutcliffe is seeking re-election and is making public transit a focal point as to why Ottawa residents should let him keep his job. Sutcliffe is pledging to slash the cost of a bus pass by more than $40, bringing it down to $95 a month. He says he is committed to getting the LRT out to Canada and Barrhaven, adding he would bring back many express bus routes, but critical to his plan is securing provincial money from the LRT upload.
When the upload is complete, we'll have $85 million a year that we'll be able to reinvest in more affordable and more reliable public transit.
For a full list of mayoral candidates and what we know of their platform so far, visit our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca. Voters head to the polls on October 26th. Ontario Premier Doug Ford wants to see more data centers built in the province. Speaking yesterday at the Association of Municipalities of Ontario here in Ottawa, Ford said these centers are key to keeping our information sovereign and safe from U.S. President Donald Trump. These buildings would be the keeper of computers and servers that store digital information. The Premier believes it's necessary to have these centers here, giving Ontarians more control instead of relying on companies with data centers in other countries.
We can build the economy of the future and ensure Canadians' data remains in Canada, or we can get left behind and risk Canadians' data being sent to the U.S. and into the hands of President Trump.
It's estimated there are about 100 data centers in Ontario currently, with at least half a dozen right here in Ottawa. Tech analysts also believe Ontario is short on computing power and that Canada needs more data centers to keep up with demand. It's down to the wire for trade talks between Canada and the U.S., with just hours left to reach a deal to avoid another round of U.S. tariffs.
We're going to continue working. Our job is not yet done. Thank you.
How do you feel it's going? How do you feel it's going, Minister?
Prime Minister Carney and U.S. President Trump spoke yesterday afternoon about the ongoing trade negotiations, but there is no word on whether the two sides are any closer to a deal. Lowering tariffs on the steel, aluminum, auto, and lumber sectors have been key demands by Canada. If no deal is reached, the new tariffs will come into effect just after midnight on Wednesday. Turning now to the latest on a weekend assault. Police have charged a 25-year-old man following an alleged assault against a busker in downtown Ottawa. Officers were called to an area near the Fairmont Chateau Laurier on Wellington Street shortly after 4 p.m. on Saturday. Police say the victim was approached by an unknown man while playing bagpipes on the sidewalk. The victim was assaulted with an edged weapon without provocation. Ottawa paramedics say the victim suffered minor injuries to his hand. A suspect has now been arrested on several charges, including assault with a weapon, assault causing bodily harm, and breach of probation. There's an Ottawa-based company with a product that could be a helping hand when it comes to preventing serious flooding in the future. Permeable pavement made by Pure Pave Technologies, a company specializing in eco-friendly permeable driveway and stormwater solutions, soaks up more water instead of it running off or pooling. With permeable pavement, the water moves through it and then into the ground itself, where it gets absorbed.
When you have a storm system that's essentially full during these rain events, that's when we're starting to see flooding. That's when we have nowhere for the water to go.
The City of Ottawa is set to use the product in a pilot project this fall, with strips being installed along Anna Avenue and Crown Crescent near Carling and Fisher Avenues. Concert goers are getting their first look inside Ottawa's newest concert venue before it officially opens later this week. History Ottawa is ready to open its doors this Thursday after more than 2 years of planning and construction. CTV News Ottawa was invited to tour the brand new state-of-the-art 2,000 capacity venue Monday morning.
We've seen great response from Ottawa in terms of the music lover. It's a great music city, and so right now we're just waiting to get the doors open and showcase the space.
The opening night on August 20th will feature a performance by the Wallflowers. And finally, there are never enough baby hippo videos.
I don't even know how many we could probably bring you, but the Toronto Zoo shared the latest update of the pygmy hippo calf. The baby has been confidently playing in shallow pools, and it's safe to say the zoomies are, we'll call it hitting hard.
Mom and baby are enjoying special bonding time in their little hippo hollow behind the scenes. She's only 16 days old, but is already showing off a big old personality. So cute.
And something I wasn't aware of, hippo zoomies. I didn't know those existed. Well, but I guess they do.
There you go. I think Melissa will be very, very happy with that, very satisfied. We always have to have that obligatory cute baby animal video, and there you go.
There needs to get at least one in there on the show, and you know what? Who knows? We might come back to it again.
Maybe.
All right, Melissa is not here today, so I got you covered on the weather front, and it is a beautiful start towards Tuesday, and get used to it all day long, but not for the whole week. We are going to see a bit of a change as we roll through tomorrow. Today, we just worry about the beautiful sunshine, and then tomorrow we need to kick on the old rain boots and grab the umbrellas. Temperatures today right around seasonal as well, and we're nice and cozy on your Tuesday morning. Right in the mid-teens in Ottawa, Kingston 15, Pembroke a little bit cooler, Trenton at 14, 17 in Montreal, taking the warmest temperature on the board. Humid index value is not changing too much in the forecast today, but making it feel just a little bit warmer in Ottawa, right up to 20 degrees, feeling like 20 in Montreal, Kingston, like 19 degrees. But just seeing a few clouds move in and out of the picture throughout the morning, continuing into the afternoon. Not really seeing a change until we get to tomorrow, and then it rolls through Wednesday afternoon into Thursday morning. Seeing about 5 to maybe 10 millimeters. So if we grab the umbrellas early tomorrow morning, keep them close until about Thursday midday, just in case we do see some rainfall kind of linger into Thursday. Into the afternoon Thursday, though, rolling through Friday, the beautiful sunshine makes a return. Friday looking like the best day of the work week so far. As we head into the weekend, we'll see a bit of a change as well. But for anyone camping throughout the day today, we're going to continue to see a beautiful day and a nice evening as well. So plenty of sunshine through the day today. And then many campers like to know those overnight lows. So 13 degrees, pretty much perfect. A chance for some precipitation does arrive overnight. So keep that in mind if we have any tenting planned overnight into the next couple of days, as we could see a mix of showers overnight into Wednesday morning and Thursday. Daytime high values, I mean, come on. August 18th doesn't get much better than this. Most areas seeing 25, except for Bancroft. -1, we got 24 degrees in most areas, just seeing some sunshine. Tremblant at 24, Montreal at 26. Each day a little bit different throughout this week, though. Tomorrow we see the rain in the forecast, maybe bringing some thunderstorms as well, 5 to 10 millimeters expected. Overnight Thursday, we see the coolest overnight low, so 17 tonight, then down to 10. Still a chance for some lingering showers, but then Friday, everything clears up with that beautiful sunshine, making a glorious return. Let's take a look at your roads this hour. Eastbound delays between the Split and Rochester Street. There are also westbound delays between the Vanier Parkway and Colonel By Drive. The westbound 174 seeing some delays from Place d'Orleans Boulevard to St. Joseph Boulevard. Only delays on the interprovincial bridges at the Chaudière crossing in both directions.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers. 1-800-JUSTICE.
Ottawa's furriest fun run is back. It's the Wiggle, Waggle, Walk and Run, a fun-filled day to help pets at the Ottawa Humane Society find new homes. Stephen Smith, manager of communications at the OHS, is here today to tell us what to expect and how your support will make a difference for animals in need. Good morning to you, Stephen.
Good morning,
Good
Rosie.
morning to you. I love this event, the Wiggle, Waggle, Walk and Run. Tell us what we can expect this year.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun, both for people and the animals. We're expecting to see about 1,500 participants and around 500 dogs. And they're all coming together for a very important reason. Every dollar raised goes to helping Ottawa's homeless animals at the Ottawa Humane Society.
So who can participate?
Anyone at all. We got events for families. We got events for families and their dogs. We got events for some of the more pro runners out there, the 5K and the 10K events. Anyone who wants to help out the animals and come out for a fun day in the sun it's at Hogsback Park.
Okay.
September 26th on the Saturday.
Okay, so you're expecting about 1,500 folks to participate. Is it still open? Can you still register?
Yep, registrations are still open right up until September 20th. You can register online through our website and also make donations as well to help support the animals and get your team fundraising.
Let's talk about those donations, the money that goes towards the OHS. Where does it go? How does it help the animals?
Well, the OHS cares for more than 7,000 animals every single year, and these are animals who might be found stray, who are surrendered by their owners, and summer is one of the busiest times of year, so this fundraising boost really helps us as we get out of that busy season. Right now, we have close to 500 animals at the shelter, and there are 120 animals available for adoption, so that fundraising helps provide the daily care, food, shelter, life-saving veterinary care, behavior support, everything an animal might need before finding their forever home.
What's your favorite part of the wiggle, waggle, walk, and run, Stephen?
Well, I'm one of the 10K runners personally,
Ooh,
so
nice.
I'm also very slow. So one of my favorite things is that by the time I'm getting to the end of the race, the furry fun run's already started. So there's this wave of dogs coming right past me, and it's a really great motivation to get across the finish line.
Oh, and so, you know, if you're not up to maybe running or participating, you can go on the website, you can donate, and you can also go out and cheer on the participants.
That's right. We're going to have a full festival as well for anyone who just wants to drop by and see a bunch of dogs. There'll be a family fun zone, face painting, photo booth sessions with your pets. Even if you're not a runner, there's something for you at the Wiggle Waggle Walk and Run.
I love how you say that. Stephen from the Ottawa Humane Society, thank you so much for stopping by. And hey, good luck on your 10K. You said it's kind of slow, but you know, your 10K trot. Can we say that?
Yeah, that's generous.
There you go. Have a good time.
Thanks a lot, Rosie.
All right. Coming up, from a food truck to a local favorite, we are meeting the family behind Pearson Street Smash Burgers in Melts and finding out what makes their burgers worth the smash. Ah, there they are on the Capitol Barbecue. We'll be up there in just a moment. That looks so good. Why don't we take a live look right now from our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. And you can see a little bit of a cloudy start to the day. We're expecting some sunshine, a good-looking day into the afternoon. 7:42. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Your Morning Ottawa. Here we are in the Capitol Barbecue. What started as a family passion for great food has grown into Pearson Street Smash Burgers and Melts, serving up award-winning burgers, melts, and plenty of comfort food since 2021. I've got Christy here, Chris over there. This is such an incredible establishment with such wonderful food. We're going to be doing a little grilling too. Good morning to you, Christy. Good morning. Good morning to you. Talk about the element of a smash burger. Tell us what it is and why it's just so delectable.
Absolutely, no problem. So we use fresh beef all the time. It gets delivered right from the abattoir to us.
Okay.
I start rolling it. It gets put onto the grill at very high temperatures. There's a scientific element that happens when he pushes it down. It's called a Maillard effect. And that's how you're going to tell the difference. There'll be a crust on it. It's going to taste like a roast beef.
Ah, so good. Oh, and look at that. You're going to make that for us. So Chris is going to do a little bit of grilling, a little bit of smash burgering. We'll get him to do that. Well, Christy, talk about back in 2021. How did Pearson Street Smash Burgers and Melt get started?
Oh, I appreciate you bringing that up. Chris actually won the lottery. He won $120,000, and we were able to buy a food truck and employ our family in one of the hardest times in history. Yeah. So we had our food, we had our clothes, we had our everything taken care of with our family.
Oh my gosh.
And since then, we've been able to grow to well over 15 employees with a brick and mortar as well as the food truck.
Okay, what makes your smash burger different from traditional burger?
Well, we were the first in 2021. We have the original smash burgers.
OG.
That's right. That was long before everybody started squishing burgers, right? They're squishing them. Yeah, exactly. We use all fresh ingredients. Yeah. It's all right here.
There you go.
We don't bring in any box food from Costco. We don't have Cisco driving up to the corner of us. Everything that we have gets fresh, from us.
Okay.
We slice, dice,
Look at
everything
this.
daily, right
This-
down to the beef.
This
daily.
is beautiful. You've got all the toppings ready here.
Right.
We're just
so
waiting for the
this
smash
one here
burger.
is the shallots. So these are pickled shallots. We do our own pickled
really?
shallots. We do
Okay.
those ourselves. Chris's son Corey runs the store in Saraville.
Okay.
He also makes both of these cheesecakes himself. This is a
Fantastic.
salted caramel. This is a double chocolate crunch.
Because you've got to have some sweet with savory.
Oh, absolutely. We have our Changos. They are a hot seller all the time, but these are our features. He brings them out every 3 months.
Okay, so somebody walks into your establishment for the first time. What burger would you recommend?
The original smash burger.
The original smash burger.
The original smash burger.
Look at it. Almost ready, right? We got to get this going here so that we can get a little taste test. Oh, and look who walked in.
Yay. Hi, Will.
Will has walked in for a little bit of taste testing.
Did
somebody say me?
No, we didn't, but you just smelled it. You just knew it was coming. Okay, we're just about ready here, Will, so we got to get you to try this incredible smash burger. Chris is on the grill. Oh wow. Okay, Will's over there. Will's gonna take over. Yeah, go ahead, Will. Take control here. Oh wow.
yeah,
Chris, look at what you're doing. And then I noticed that you get, the buns too look amazing.
Nice toasted potato bun.
Oh.
Got 3-ounce ground chuck smashed patties. Got melted Havarti cheese. That's for our horseradish truffle aioli.
Okay.
And we got melted American style cheese.
Okay, so you got the truffle aioli for Will Aiello.
Will Aiello, there you go.
Aioli for I know, right?
Maybe we'll name it after
Put
you.
it all together.
We'll call
So, through the magic of TV, are we almost ready for Will to get a try
ready,
here?
actually. Should be coming off right now.
Okay, Will's going to give it a try. This is so fun.
This is it.
It must be fun for you as well
you have
to
no
watch
idea.
people
It's like
just
to
take
see
in
you
and
guys.
enjoy your food that
Yes,
you create.
the first bite,
Yeah.
you get the head nod.
Oh, let's see if we get the head nod from the first
Like
bite. Now,
this
we
one.
know, Will, this is pretty hot for you. Yes, exactly.
Eye contact.
Get the head nod going. And you do the typical, what do you do there?
And then
You
we got
stick the
the
butt out?
horseradish.
So
Butt
it
out,
does-
yeah.
The butt out.
The
This
butt
is
out.
Will's signature style
with a smash
of
burger.
eating some meat without getting it on his suit. Let's watch.
Already
Drum
good. It's
roll,
already done up there.
please.
Yes.
Oh, look at this.
Butt out.
Pearson Street Smash Burger and Melts. Will giving it a try. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a
Got
good
the head nod, too.
That's the one.
Is it good?
Oh,
So
man.
good, huh?
The look
So
in your
good.
eyes changed.
Look at that. Will's a happy man.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
You got this. I'm going to keep digging into this.
All right. This is so great.
Yes, thank you so much.
It's so fun to have you on the show to watch folks just absolutely devour your food. And once again, where are you located?
We're at 1460 Saraville Road. That's our brick and mortar. Our food truck for Food Truck Week is located in Yahoo Park in Embrun. Yahoo Park in Embrun, exactly. It's 8 Glass.
Chris and Christy, thanks so much for stopping by. Will's going to devour that smash burger. It looks absolutely delectable. We're glad that you can come on once again. Continued success. And let's see
thank
who's going to
you.
fight over that next burger that's left here.
Yeah,
I don't know.
right.
John, our producer, he's got his eye on it. Let's see. Oh, Will's taking it both. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa while Will steals the smash burgers. Pearson Street Smash Burger and Melts. We'll be right back after
Thank
this
you.
short
Awesome.
break.
Thank
And
you,
if
guys.
you know of
Thank
a
you.
great chef or restaurant you think we should feature on our show, let us know. Your Morning Ottawa at ctv.ca.
Welcome back, everybody. Milestone celebration time for this Tuesday, August 18th. Let's kick it off with a happy 11th birthday to Emerson. Lots of love from Mom, Dad, and Weston. Woo, we got a happy 100th birthday to David Galbraith. He was a singer, artist, teacher for 35 years, a beloved drama teacher at Earl of March for 25 of those years. David is also an accomplished artist registered with the National Gallery of Canada and a renowned opera singer. Lots of love from all your family and friends. And David, drama was my favorite class in high school. I'm sure that's no surprise if you watch this show. Happy 100th birthday, my friend. If you got a birthday, celebrate with us, kids 13 or younger, or like David, 100 or more, or wedding anniversaries 50 years or more, just email us, ottawa.milestones@ctv.ca, and we'll share that with all of our viewers. It is contest time. Get ready to feel the energy and soak in the good vibes. The Shawville Fair weekend concert lineup is locked in, and we have your long weekends plan covered for you. Don't worry. We got your chance to win a pair of tickets to see both Jackson Dean and Chris Jansen at the Shawville Fair, September 3rd to 7th. We want you to experience the Valley's most family-friendly fair with live entertainment. We got family fun, exciting midway rides, great food, and endless memories for years to come. Head on over to ctvottawa.ca right now and enter for your chance to win. Don't want to miss that opportunity. Outside, a beautiful day, 16 degrees currently with sunshine expected all day long. Stay with us as we cruise up to 8 a.m. on Your Morning Ottawa.
It's Tuesday, August 18th. Ottawa's incumbent mayor lays out his plan for Ottawa's transit, including a major cut to the cost of a monthly bus pass.
From street food to live entertainment, Taste of Ottawa is bringing flavors and cultures from around the world together for one big weekend right here in the capital.
And
we've seen great response from Ottawa in terms of the music lover. It's a great music city, and so right now we're just waiting to get the doors open and showcase the space.
And your first look inside Ottawa's newest music venue. History Ottawa gets ready to host its first show this week. Your Morning Ottawa continues right now. Good morning. Hope it's going well so far. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Rosie Edda.
Yeah, happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm Willie Yellow. Melissa is off for the rest of the week. And you know what? If you missed a segment to make you hungry this morning, have no fear. We're going to introduce you to more smash burgers that are happening on the patio in Rosie. I only had the opportunity to get in two nibbles. Nibbles. They weren't nibbles. They were good monster bites. But man, were they good.
Oh, it looked, I mean, just watching you dig in to the smash burger, I was like, yeah, you know what? If I ate meat, that would be the burger to have. It just looks so delectable. Thank you so much, Christy and Chris. They are just amazing. And it was fun having them on the show. And yes, you got a little bit of bite before your 8:30 mark. That's when you normally get pretty hungry.
I can still taste it.
I know, so good. All right, we're going to take a look right now at today's top stories. Ottawa Mayor Mark Sutcliffe is seeking re-election and is making public transit a focal point as to why Ottawa residents should let him keep his job. Sutcliffe is pledging to slash the cost of a bus pass by more than $40, bringing it down to $95 a month. He says he is committed to getting the LRT out to Canada and Barrhaven, adding he would bring back many express bus routes. But critical to his plan is securing provincial money from the LRT upload.
When the upload is complete, we'll have $85 million a year that we'll be able to reinvest in more affordable and more reliable public transit.
For a full list of mayoral candidates and what we know of their platforms so far, visit our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca. Voters head to the polls on October 26th. Ontario Premier Doug Ford wants to see more data centers built in the province. Speaking yesterday at the Association of Municipalities of Ontario right here in Ottawa, Ford said these centers are key to keeping our information sovereign and safe from U.S. President Donald Trump. These buildings would be the keeper, rather, of computers and servers that store digital information. The Premier believes it's necessary to have the centers here, giving Ontarians more control instead of relying on companies with data centers in other countries.
We can build the economy of the future and ensure Canadians' data remains in Canada, or we can get left behind and risk Canadians' data being sent to the U.S. and into the hands of President Trump.
It's estimated there are about 100 data centers in Ontario currently, with at least half a dozen right here in Ottawa. Tech analysts also believe Ontario is short on computing power and that Canada needs more data centers to keep up with demand. It is down to the wire for trade talks between Canada and the U.S., with just hours left to reach a deal to avoid another round of U.S. tariffs.
We're going to continue working. Our job is not yet done. Thank you.
How do you feel?
Prime Minister Carney and U.S. President Trump spoke yesterday afternoon about the ongoing trade negotiations, but there is no word on whether the two sides are any closer to a deal. Lowering tariffs on the steel, aluminum, auto, and lumber sectors have been key demands by Canada. If no deal is reached, the new tariffs will come into effect just after midnight on Wednesday. Turning to British Columbia, demolition is now underway at the site of one of Canada's deadliest mass shootings.
In a way, it feels like it's been a long time in coming. On the other hand, it's only been 6 months since this tragedy.
Crews have started to tear down Tumbler Ridge Secondary School in northern BC. 5 children and 1 education assistant were killed at the school earlier this year. The 18-year-old shooter also died inside the school after killing 2 family members at home before carrying out the attack. Once the building is fully removed, the school site will be restored to grass, and discarded building materials will be taken to landfills outside the community. The demolition will be carried out in phases. BC Premier David Eby announced in May that a replacement school would be built in the community, quote, as quickly as possible. And shifting gears now, concert goers are getting their first look inside Ottawa's newest concert venue before it officially opens later this week. History Ottawa is ready to open its doors this Thursday after more than 2 years of planning and construction. CTV News Ottawa was invited to tour the brand new state-of-the-art 2,000 capacity venue Monday morning.
We've seen great response from Ottawa in terms of the music lover. It's a great music city, and so right now we're just waiting to get the doors open and showcase the space.
The opening night on August 20th will feature a performance by the Wallflowers. And finally, a new drama is on the horizon.
Hey, it's your brother. We had a problem and it's led to some things.
The official teaser trailer for Paper Tiger has been released. It stars Scarlett Johansson, Adam Driver, and Miles Teller.
The story follows 2 brothers who get involved in a dangerous Russian mafia scheme. It hits theaters in November. Adam Driver.
Yeah. I'm in for that. The storyline, the actors that are in that, no way. You know what? Earlier on the show, I divulged that I haven't seen Frozen. I'm putting that one above the Frozen list.
Oh, yeah, see? So Frozen continues to get pushed down. But one day, Melissa is going to corner you with the kids, and you're all going to watch Frozen.
Yeah, that's going to be Uncle Duties. I'm sure will happen one day in the future. And that means Melissa's not here, so we'll have to talk about that later. So I got you covered on the weather front, and a beautiful Tuesday ahead. Nothing but sunshine right around seasonal for what we typically see this time of year. Not breaking any records, 35.6 back in 1906. We're not seeing any temperatures cruise up beyond 26 degrees over the next little while. Humidity will start to drop as well. But all that sunshine today won't be the same each and every day this week, but we'll focus on it this morning. Current temperature 17 in Ottawa, 18 in Kingston, 17 in Trenton, Montreal, a smidge warmer at 19, as well as Cornwall. The humidity making itself a little bit known this morning. Feeling like 22 degrees in Ottawa, 24 in Cornwall, and 22 in Brockville. Today, continuing through the afternoon, just clouds moving in and out of the picture. We're just enjoying the beautiful sunshine with a mix of sun and cloud all day long. As we approach overnight and we roll through Wednesday, we start to see some showers take place right from the get-go. So we need the umbrellas if we're setting the kids off anywhere or if we're heading out into the town early in the morning hours. Continuing through the afternoon, so that rainfall really holds on until Thursday morning. Then everything clears up, the beautiful sunshine makes a return, and it lingers into Friday. So a bit of a mixed week ahead. Daytime daytime high values really not changing too much. They're staying steady over the next few days. Overnight lows have a little bit of a dip. But if we have any plans to be outdoors today, I think we'll be very happy with the forecast. Maybe a little extra vacay. Temperatures reaching 25 degrees, feeling like 29 with the Humidex values, and nothing but sunshine in store. Maybe a couple of clouds kind of moving in and out. But daytime high values, I mean, does it get much better than this? 25 is basically across the board. Bancroft, 24. We might cruise up to 25 degrees by the time it's all said and done, though. As you take a look at Petawawa, 25, Kitigan-Zibi, 26, Tremblant at 24, but each and every day is going to be a little bit different this week. So a gorgeous Tuesday, Wednesday showers, maybe seeing some thunderstorms that could trickle into the start of Thursday, and then a really nice afternoon. Overnight lows starting to get a little bit cooler, double digits still. We're not going down to singles quite yet. As we head into Friday, that beautiful sunshine makes a return with our hottest temperature of the week sitting at 26 degrees. Let's take a look at your roads at this hour. We've got eastbound delays between Richmond Road to Rochester on the 417 currently as we continue to see a backup. Again, we're cruising up to that point at 8:10 this morning, so we're continuing to see updates on your roads. There is also significant westbound delays happening on the 417. They extend all the way from the 174 near Montreal Road all the way to Rochester. So those delays are large in part due to a collision at Rochester Street. There are emergency crews on scene right now. We'll update you as it becomes available into our newsroom. And coming up on the show, from street food to live entertainment, Taste of Ottawa. They're bringing the flavors, the cultures from around the world together for one big weekend right here in the nation's capital. And boy, does it look good. Yeah, get it a little closer in there, Adam. Come on. Yeah, now we're talking, baby. That's what we want to see on a Tuesday morning. All details on that coming up shortly. Let's take a peek outside through our Centennial Glass Skycam. A gorgeous Tuesday. It is 8:11. Stay with us. All that delicious food coming up right after the break. Welcome back, everybody. Taste of Ottawa is bringing flavors from around the world to the capital later this month. The two-day multicultural festival will feature international food vendors, live performances, local artisans, and family-friendly activities. We got the event organizer and two vendors here just to give us a little literal taste about what we can expect. Phil, you joined us first to talk about it. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, Will.
It's so great to always have you on talking about this festivals like in our community. Tell me a little bit of Taste of Ottawa.
Well, Taste of Ottawa is the first Taste of Ottawa. So we created the festival to feature and, give highlights to different cultures, different cuisines, and to make it more lively in Ottawa. Yeah.
What was kind of the thought behind it, pulling in all these different venues? You got the live music, you got the family-friendly events. What kind of was the idea and inspiration behind Taste of Ottawa itself as you were putting it all together?
Well, it's just like a big community, like a get-together in spite of different cultures. So we wanted to, highlight the diversity in Ottawa. So,
It's so great, too, because there is so much diversity in Ottawa.
Yes.
It's so great to pick up on the different cultures. And we have a couple of different vendors today that we're going to highlight. Thank you, my friend Phil. Don't worry, I might come back to you, all right? You just stay put right there. All right, so we got Kenny starting us first. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, good morning.
Before we get to what we're going to be talking about here, tell me about your business, because this is very interesting.
Yeah, so we have a viral dessert store down in the Dalhousie, and this is our most popular thing right here. The Ottawa's first Japanese sandals is all over the internet. We got a bunch of flavors, and then we also have the Dubai chocolate where everyone knows about, but we have something even better. They call it Eton Mess. Everyone loves this one. Everyone comes from very far away just for this one right here.
Okay, so coming from long and far, or for me, all the way to the desk, but I would travel far for this, okay, just from the eyes.
Yeah.
What kind of makes this special, and why do you think it's going viral so quickly?
So we have Asian culture. We combine Asian culture with the Canadian culture all together, and we make it very unique. Our desserts is very unique. You can't really get it anywhere. We put a twist to it. We invented new things. We incorporate things together. And we're really particular with our looks and especially the taste. So that's why we came up with a lot of viral desserts. We're going to continue to have the first of Ottawa desserts as well too, and then we're going to continue to go viral.
I love that. Okay,
Yeah.
like I have to ask you because you've been holding this for like 14 and a half minutes and it's starting to drip. So what do you got in your hands at this point?
Yeah, so this is actually our, we invented, well, not invented, but we're the first Ottawa tanghulu, and we also had a edible golden butterfly on it, and it's basically a crispy sugar on the top, and then each bite is very fruity, very crunchy.
Man,
yeah.
Even the aesthetic just alone, it looks special because of all the different elements that you have in there. No wonder it's going viral. We'll get you a napkin, Kenny. Hey, just make sure you don't have that going on. All right, thank you, my friend Sullivan. Good morning to you.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about your business before we get to my favorite food ever. It's like you knew I was coming on the show as designated meat man. But tell me about your business.
Right. So Solo Suya is an African Nigerian cuisine shop. We specialize in doing suya and masa. So this masa is a northern Nigerian cuisine, and of course the suya is a northern Nigerian cuisine that, you know, we bring it together. When you eat suya with a lot of spice, you kind of cool it with masa. So this is what really makes Solo Suya outstanding in Ottawa, because we specialize in the cultural and traditional kind of meat that we grew up with. I grew up in northern Nigeria, so I understood what suya means. But we also put on our suya, it comes with jollof rice. You know the debate about jollof rice, right?
Oh, please inform me. Yeah.
There is a debate that Nigerian jollof rice is probably the best compared to the one in Ghana, Sierra Leone, and all the other countries.
I still laughing over there. What? You got something to say on that one? He just gives you the thumbs up.
I know. There's always this competition about jollof rice. But jollof rice is a very unique food in Africa, West Africa especially. And it comes with plantain.
Okay.
Plantain, it comes also with a cream sauce or a spicy sauce. And we back that up also with very beautiful vegetables. These vegetables can be eaten with suya, it can be eaten with masa, it can be eaten with rice. The other thing that I needed to tell you about our suya shop is that we also do goat suya.
Okay.
We do lamb suya. That is not too common, but it's very unique.
Yeah.
Tasteful. It gives you that solo taste.
Well, that's what we look for.
Yes.
You know, that's why this event is so great, because it brings together so many different cultures.
Yes.
Thank you for being on the show and giving us today, and, you know, continuing the jollof right debacle, because I know we're going to have to take this off air, right? And thank you, Kenny and Phil, for joining us this morning. Good luck on a great weekend. There's all the details for anyone taking part. We got to get Kenny like a freezer or something, because that thing's just melting all over his head. Don't worry, buddy. We got you going on. Oh, no, look, we cleaned it up a little bit. It's still got a little life going. What do you think? All right, friends, let's take a peek outside, because maybe the perfect day for a nice treat as temperatures reach up to 25, feeling like 29 with the Humidex values and nothing but sunshine in store. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
(8:22), welcome back. The Capitol Fair has been thrilling families for over 50 years. Now, it runs right through Sunday. There's live entertainment, midway rides, agricultural displays, and food. Mark, you are the GM here at the Capitol Fair. Nothing happens without your say-so. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Lots of help by my directors, absolutely.
Which is so great.
Very important.
Staff is so amazing here.
Thank you.
And the food.
The food. We have all kinds of variety of food, lots of it.
Really?
Lots of it. We have the, you know, your old traditional type of carnival food.
Yeah, hot dogs, corn dogs, French fries.
Chicken tenders.
Yeah.
We also have your dessert kind of menu, which we have the slush puppies.
What?
Just on our right. And speaking about slush puppies, I'm sure you'd probably like to try one of these.
Oh, you know I would, Mark.
There you go. You got to give that one a go.
Look at this classic.
Sure.
Oh, look at the little Sour Patch on top. Thank you.
So, what do you think?
How's my tongue look? It's
And
so
then-
good.
And then it wouldn't be complete if we didn't stop by the candy apples and the floss trailer here.
What?
Which all kids, whether you're
Bring
young or
me
old,
some
you all
cotton
enjoy
candy,
it. Absolutely.
Parker.
There we go.
Okay, this is what it's all about here.
When you try it, you're going to find it's very addictive.
Oh
So
my
I
goodness.
don't know if you're going to be able to stop before that bag is gone.
So then I've got my slush puppy, and now I've got my candy floss, cotton candy, however you want to call it. It's sweet fluffiness. That's what
yes,
it is.
It is. Absolutely.
So you got the traditional fair food.
Yes, and of course we've got a lot of independent foods out there, independent owners.
Yeah.
We have all kinds of international foods.
Oh,
There's
wow.
quite a variety.
That is amazing. I am impressed with the Capital Fair, the world's finest shows. Thanks so much for taking us through here. There is so much to see and do here.
There really is. We'd like to get the families out, so come on out, enjoy yourself, and have a great time with your family.
Oh, now I'm hungry once again. Thank you, Rosie, for that. All right, switching gears, the women's team took on the world and brought home the ultimate crown, a world championship. Well, the men's team brought home a bronze, and now both our men's and women's squads are officially bound for the 2028 Olympic Games. Quarterback Sarah Parker joins us this morning. First of all, congratulations!
Thank you so much.
I can't even imagine what you're going through right now when you think about bringing home the W and then thinking about the Olympics. Just try your best to describe to me all the emotions you're feeling right now.
It's so hard to describe. I mean, so much gratitude, so much pride for my teammates, for my team, for the high performance program that we developed here in Canada. I mean, it's just a proof that when you give us opportunities, we have the passion to just bring it home and ball.
And it's such a journey, right? Because like we were talking earlier about, you have been there through every step of the evolution of the sport, especially in women's sport. And it was to the point where you were going to areas that didn't even have a flag football team, so you created one. Just walk me through that process.
Yeah, I started CJEP in Quebec, no flag on my CJEP, had to build my own team so I could keep being a student athlete. Same thing in university. So I've been fighting for opportunities. We create our own path. We're a passionate community, and now that we get this recognition of having the Olympics and having a platform for us to develop, we're just so proud and grateful for that.
When you kind of look back now at the times where you're creating the programs to have these opportunities for yourself and other women in sport, and now you look forward to 2028 where you're going to be on the biggest world stage.
Yeah.
What's that like for you on a reflection standpoint?
I never could imagine. I never could have imagined as a little girl that I would be here as a world champion, and also getting an Olympic bid for my country. I mean, I'm on top of the world. It's crazy to think about, and I just can't wait to see what's next.
What do you think you've learned mostly from the sport itself up to this point, which has carried on to so many other aspects of your life?
I mean, the best thing about flag is really the community. We've been fighting. We're a part of an emerging sport that's a challenge in itself, and it created this sisterhood that's undescribable. It's amazing, and just being able to do that alongside those athletes and those ladies, it's amazing, and I'm just so happy and grateful for that.
Yeah, well, you've been quarterbacking the sport your whole life, and then so inevitably that is your role, bringing home the gold. And we're going to have Guillaume from the men's team on the show tomorrow to talk about what it's like. It's unbelievable that both the squads are going to be going to 2028 in the Olympics. Congratulations, and thank you so much for taking some time to spend with us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, a rising star. All right, still to come on the show, what started as one realtor's obsession with making, just the perfect pizza has now turned into one of Westborough's newest pizza shops. Just like that, you never know when some delicious food might turn into a career. All those details coming up. Stay with us. Hey, there's Rob Edgley. He's our head engineer. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
morning to you, just after 8:30. We're so glad you can start your day with us. I am Rosie Edda.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm Willie Yellow. Melissa is off today and the rest of the week, so the two of us got you covered. And let me just list the show so far. Smash burgers, desserts, Japanese dessert, jollof rice, and pizza still to come. How's that for a Tuesday?
I know. And right now, I wish we had smell-o-vision, but oh, the aroma is wafting through the air. If you're not hungry, if you weren't hungry just walking in here, you are now. Amazing stuff. Looking forward to testing out some new pizzas. That's coming up in just a few minutes, but right now, going to take care of today's top stories. Ottawa Mayor Mark Sutcliffe is seeking re-election and is making public transit a focal point as to why Ottawa residents should let him keep his job. Sutcliffe is pledging to slash the cost of a bus pass by more than $40, bringing it down to $95 a month. He says he is committed to getting the LRT out to Canada and Barrhaven, adding he would bring back many express bus routes. But critical to his plan is securing provincial money from the LRT upload.
When the upload is complete, we'll have $85 million a year that we'll be able to reinvest in more affordable and more reliable public transit.
For a full list of mayoral candidates and what we know of their platforms so far, visit our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca. Voters head to the polls on October 26th. Ontario Premier Doug Ford wants to see more data centres built in the province. Speaking yesterday at the Association of Municipalities of Ontario right here in Ottawa, Ford said these centres are key to keeping our information sovereign and safe from U.S. President Donald Trump. These buildings would be the keeper of computers and servers that store digital information. The Premier believes it's necessary to have the centres right here, giving Ontarians more control instead of relying on companies with data centres in other countries.
We can build the economy of the future and ensure Canadians' data remains in Canada, or we can get left behind and risk Canadians' data being sent to the U.S. and into the hands of President Trump.
It's estimated there are about 100 data centers in Ontario currently, with at least half a dozen right here in Ottawa. Tech analysts also believe Ontario is short on computing power and that Canada needs more data centers to keep up with demand. It's down to the wire for trade talks between Canada and the U.S., with just hours left to reach a deal to avoid another round of U.S. tariffs.
We're going to continue working. Our job is not yet done. Thank you.
How do you feel it's going, Minister?
Prime Minister Carney and U.S. President Trump spoke yesterday afternoon about the ongoing trade negotiations, but there is no word on whether the two sides are any closer to a deal. Lowering tariffs on the steel, aluminum, auto, and lumber sectors have been key demands by Canada. If no deal is reached, the new tariffs will come into effect just after midnight on Wednesday. Turning now to British Columbia. Demolition is now underway at the site of one of Canada's deadliest mass shootings.
In a way, it feels like it's been a long time in coming. On the other hand, it's only been 6 months since this tragedy.
Crews have started to tear down Tumbler Ridge Secondary School in northern BC. 5 children and 1 education assistant were killed at the school earlier this year. The 18-year-old shooter also died inside the school after killing 2 family members at home before carrying out the attack. Once the building is fully removed, the school site will be restored to grass, and discarded building materials will be taken to landfills outside the community. The demolition will be carried out in phases. BC Premier David Eby announced in May that a replacement school would be built in the community, quote, as quickly as possible. And on a lighter note, back to the capital, there's an Ottawa-based company with a product that could be a helping hand when it comes to preventing serious flooding in the future. Permeable pavement made by Pure Pave Technology, a company specializing in eco-friendly permeable driveway and stormwater solutions, soaks up more water instead of it running off or pooling. With permeable pavement, the water moves through it and then into the ground itself, where it gets absorbed.
When you have a storm system that's essentially full during these rain events, that's when we're starting to see flooding. That's when we have nowhere for the water to go.
The city of Ottawa is set to use the product in a pilot project this fall, with strips being installed along Anna Avenue and Crown Crescent near Carling and Fisher Avenues. Concert goers are getting their first look inside Ottawa's newest concert venue before it officially opens later this week. History Ottawa is ready to open its doors this Thursday after more than 2 years of planning and construction. CTV News Ottawa was invited to tour the brand new state-of-the-art 2,000 capacity venue Monday morning.
We've seen great response from Ottawa in terms of the music lover. It's a great music city, and so right now we're just waiting to get the doors open and showcase the space.
The opening night on August 20th will feature a performance by the Wallflowers. And finally, in exactly 1 month, we're going to get to hear more from this Canadian artist.
Don't leave me on the dance floor. Don't leave me on the dance floor.
Carly Rae Jepsen is back with new music.
So what you see here is some release footage of a new music video called Don't Leave Me on the Dance Floor. Her album Day and Night officially drops September 18th, a month to date.
Look at that. Carly Rae. Yeah, she never fully went away after that massive hit. I was always wondering, how is she going to come back? You know what? Just keep making music. There you go.
And it's tough. Like, how many one-hit wonders do we see out there? And then that's it. They're done. Now Carly Rae back in the spotlight in a month's time.
Good for her.
All right, let's take a look at the forecast, shall we? Melissa is off this week, so I got you covered in a beautiful Tuesday. But will it last? No, that's the short answer. But will it come back? Yes, that's the long answer. Temperatures today right around seasonal, not breaking any records. 35.6 back in 1906. So it has certainly been much warmer just 100 and some odd years ago. Taking a look at our current temperatures on your Tuesday morning. Nice and cozy is the word of the day. 17 in Ottawa, 19 in Montreal and Cornwall. Kingston at 18, 14 in Pembroke. Humidity playing a small factor today, but it's not going to be too dramatic throughout the week's end. Feeling like 22 here in the capital city, 23 in Montreal. Feels like 18 in Pembroke and 24 in Montreal. Just a mix of sun and cloud throughout the morning, midday into the afternoon today. So a beautiful Tuesday ahead, but everything starts to change as we get overnight and cruise through Wednesday. That's when the umbrellas need to be getting brought back out from the closet. Rainfall expected Wednesday morning, continuing all day till we get to about Thursday midday. We'll call it just to be safe. So for the kiddos tomorrow, anyone heading out, showers expected throughout the duration of Wednesday. Thursday afternoon, as we roll through Friday, that beautiful sunshine makes a return. Temperatures not changing too much, just a change in conditions over the next couple of days. The Titans are back on the pitch tonight. If you're expecting to maybe go support the team with $2 hot dogs or glizzies, as some like to say. Temperatures feeling like 24 degrees this afternoon. The sun will continue to shine. Then even as we cruise to the later part of the game, still 20, 21 degrees, calm winds, and a beautiful afternoon, evening to go support our local squad. Hopefully they can get a W for us as well. Daytime high values doesn't get much better than this. 25s basically across the board, except for Bancroft, trying to be a little bit different. 24 degrees, but all areas seeing some sunshine. 25 in Petawawa and Gatineau, but a bit of a change each and every day this week. Tomorrow, rainfall, maybe bringing some thunderstorms. As we get to Thursday morning, still a chance for a little precipitation. Everything clears way by the time we get to Friday and then into the weekend. A bit of a mix right now. It's still nice and early. Hopefully we can see some more sunshine on the weekend forecast. Daytime high values really not changing too much over the next few days. As we take a look at your roads on your Tuesday morning, we've got eastbound delays between Richmond Road to Rochester on the 417. There are also significant westbound delays happening on the 417. They extend all the way from the 174 near Montreal Road to Rochester Street. Those delays are due in large part to a collision at Rochester Street, so just avoid that area if at all possible. Still emergency crews on scene, so we're continuing to see delays. We also have a collision at the intersection of Maitland and Clyde, so a bit of a rough start towards your Tuesday morning commute.
Oh, here we are in the Your Morning Ottawa kitchen. Now, for years, pizza was a passion for Chris. And then his friend said, man, you should do more with this. And then hence, Grandma's Pizza was created. Good morning to
Good morning.
you, Chris and Vlad, the pizza dough extraordinaire maker. You're going to show us how it's done in just a minute here. Chris, let us talk about Grandma's Pizza.
Yep.
Tell us about this. It's in Westboro.
Yeah, we're right in Westboro, 1994 Scott Street. It started as a hobby in my kitchen about 3 years ago, trying to make pizza. I order pizza once a week, and it was not economically feasible, so started making it. It was bad. It was terrible. Just over time, with the help of my wife and kids, we got pretty good, then really good, and then started giving it away to my friends, and then started getting the idea of opening a shop, and it was the craziest thing because I'm not a chef, I'm not a cook.
And then, but look at you. You got passion for pizza. There we go. We got some shots right now. Grandma's Pizza in Westboro. Talk about the different pizzas that you've created and what you found when you went, when you experimented and finally Grandma's Pizza came up. What about the dough? What about the toppings?
The toppings, we kind of went a little classic. We're doing like a high-end Neo New York, which is Neapolitan New York, but we went with the classic ingredients, the Hawaiian, the meat lover, the Canadian, the combination. And then with the dough, that took a little while. Just can't cheat time, can't cheat science. It ferments for a couple days and nice and crunchy and chewy at the same time. And
can we have the big reveal here and take a look? What's your favorite? When you walk into Grandma's Pizza for the first time, which one should we pick?
So the one on your side is called the Signature. It's a pepperoni with whipped ricotta, Calabrian chilies, and a kiss of honey.
Ooh.
And this one is our jalapeno honey pie. So it's our spicy version of just a nice vegetarian pie. Half our menu is vegetarian.
Okay.
So it's fresh sliced in-house jalapenos with a light dusting of Grana Padano cheese after, and again, a kiss of honey.
Okay, Will got to have some burgers earlier, so I'm going to get to take a little try here of this one. So jalapeno, and what'd you say? What else is on it?
It's just cheese, honey, jalapeno.
That's extraordinary.
You like it?
Oh, yeah. I'm licking my lips right now. You can't see me, but I'm licking my lips. And nice little heat
Little
to
zip,
it as
little
well.
zip.
This is incredible. Okay. Pizza is about the topping, but it's also about the crust. We're going to go to Vlad here. He's going to show us how it's done. Good morning to you, Vlad.
Good morning.
As I eat my pizza, I guess I'll have to put it down. You want to walk us through here? A little bit of pizza dough making?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. I'll put this down for a second, but this is extraordinary.
Glad you enjoy it.
Really,
Glad you
really,
enjoy
really
it.
love it. And I'm a picky pizza person, too. Okay, Vlad, what do you got here? What are you doing?
I have bowl of dough. Now I'm gonna show you how we make magic happen.
Oh, I like that. Look how you do that. Like spreading it out, just little by little. Oh, he's got the skills right here. There you go. Oh, look at that. Woo! Spinning the dough. I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. Oh, I've never seen it done like that before. Okay, Vlad, that's amazing. Okay, can you show me how you do that? Can I try and do that?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'll take off a ring.
You want to try this one?
I don't know. What am I doing?
You
What
know
am I
how
doing?
to throw basketball ball?
Okay, yeah.
Like
yeah.
this,
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
air.
Okay.
So grab
Okay.
door like this.
So like this?
Yeah, hold with another
Like
hand.
this?
And throw in the air. Like this.
Oh, this is so wonderful. The texture is amazing. How'd you do that?
Years of
I'm
practice.
doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so wait. Basketball like this.
Yeah, and throw like this.
And then what do I do when I throw it? Will you catch it
Make-
when I throw it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, okay. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. There you go. Teamwork. Teamwork. Oh my
So then-
goodness.
You put pizza dough on the screen.
Okay. And you normally have the employees, doing the pizza dough, not some stranger like me off the street. Got it.
Then we put our
What do you
homemade tomato sauce.
It's so important, right? A good
Yeah.
sauce. Yeah. Love that.
Usually we're doing this faster.
Oh, man. Okay, Vlad, you keep doing that.
All
We
right.
did a nice little pizza dough toss, little example. So I'm gonna let you continue on while I'm gonna throw to break, but let me tell you this there. Grandma's Pizza, 1994 Scott Street in Westboro. This is just incredible. Chris, you did a great thing
Thank
there
you very
when you
much.
went. You followed your passion, and
Thank
the
you.
pizza is extraordinary. Vlad, you got the pizza dough tossing skills, no doubt about that. Thank you so much. Listen, if you want to go in and try some amazing pizza, you can check them out online too, grandmaspizza.ca, but go give them a visit in Westboro. Absolutely gorgeous stuff. 8:45. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Skycam. We're taking a quick break. We'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome back, everybody. The fun on the show continues. Get ready to get foamy, muddy, and wet as the 5K Foam Fest returns to Ottawa this weekend. The family-friendly run events runs from this weekend. 25 obstacles, mud pits. We got slip and slides, a 2.5 million cubic feet of foam, all while supporting Make-A-Wish Canada. Joining us this morning with a preview of what runners can expect with all that it has to offer is Stephen Passero. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I was waiting for like the foam, you know, like an old game show to like drop down. It never happened.
Too much electronics. They said I wasn't allowed.
Yeah.
I would have, but they said I wasn't allowed.
Yeah, we're bringing it to you as closely as we possibly can. For those that have no idea, when they think 5K Foam Fest, what is that?
It is a 5K family fun run, and we emphasize fun. It's not a competitive race for ages 7 and up. It's very family friendly. A lot of mud, a lot of water, a lot of foam, and a lot of smiles before the finish line.
What was the thought going into something like this? You know, there's so many runs and different events that takes place like everywhere. But the Foam Fest, and with all those obstacles, what was the inspiration behind an event like this that's very unique?
Most 5K races are competitive, and a lot of people feel excluded. I can't do that. There's no way I can survive that. I can't finish that. They don't even try. So on the back of a napkin, this idea was formed. How do we get people to be more active? You have to make it fun, have to make it family friendly, and what's more fun than doing an event like this?
Like, I want to leave right now and just run through this foam video that we're showing right now. Like, there's no way you don't see that and you go, we want to go do this.
Exactly. We have been touring across Canada this summer. This is our 11th event out of 12. Started out on Vancouver Island mid-May. We're almost at the end, and close to 65,000 participants will have gone through the 5K Foam Fest by the time we're done.
Wow, and I think you said it perfectly before, where you're talking about so many races are about challenging and competition, but this is about getting active in a fun way for a wonderful cause, because there's a charitable component to this as well.
Absolutely. So we are significant partners with Make-A-Wish Canada. We are close to the $1 million mark in donations for Make-A-Wish Canada since the inception of the 5K Foam Fest. So it's families helping families in a fun, foamy way.
And you know, coming up to that mark, you are changing hundreds of people's lives, particularly kids that are going through such a difficult time. When you think about the event as a whole, fun, family-friendly event, but then you think about what you're doing it for. How has that continued your passion for what you're doing?
Absolutely. We have tremendous supporters out there. We've got a very dedicated team of individuals that help us out across the country, and every now and then we do get one of our Make-A-Wish kids come out and participate in the event, and nothing makes you feel better than seeing firsthand how this event has helped others.
It's so great, and as you stated before, you don't really need to have any sort of preparation going into something like this. From the get-go of the day's events, what else can they expect if they head out just for the race? Because I'm sure there's a bunch of other stuff going on too.
Absolutely. Full festival atmosphere. So if you're coming and you're not participating, you know, if you're watching the little one who's 6 and under, we've got kids bouncy castles for them, food trucks, music. It's the spectacle of the thing. You know, come out, cheer on the participants, roam the course, and hopefully next year get a ticket you can participate too. But if you don't like one of the obstacles, if you're not fond of heights, don't do cargo climb. Cheer on the rest of your family. Completely optional, have fun, still the same sense of accomplishment when you cross that finish line and get your medal.
And I think that's the best part, right? There's something for everyone going out there and just supporting maybe some family or friend members that are doing something all for a great cause. Thank you so much for going on the show, and a reminder, it's this weekend at Wesley Clover Parks, because who doesn't love a little foam on the weekend?
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Stephen, for joining us this morning.
My pleasure.
Foam Fest continues, all for a wonderful cause for Make-A-Wish Canada. Taking a peek outside, if it was today, you'd be in for a wonderful day as well. 24 degrees, nothing but sunshine in store. Current projections for Saturday for Foam Fest, 23 degrees with just some cloudy skies. So hopefully we can keep those conditions like that. Stay with us, crew. We'll be right back.
8:55. Welcome back to Your Morning Ottawa. Do you have a great local business you think we should highlight on the show? Send us an email, yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. Here we are back in the Your Morning Ottawa kitchen, and we're putting the finishing touches on Grandma's Pizza there. Vlad is doing the work after tossing the dough so expertly. Now we got the pepperoni on the pizza. And I really have to tell you this, Will. Will's over here. I mean, Will's been eating all morning long, but now we brought him in for maybe a little taste of pizza. Yeah.
Put out a few extra albums on your Tuesday morning, no problem here.
But it's so good. The food is amazing. The food scene in Ottawa is simply incredible. We got Chris here from Grandma's Pizza, who was doing pizza as a hobby years ago and then really went in on it and developed this. And now you've got Grandma's Pizza. Let me just tell you this, it's a winner. You must be pretty proud.
I am. It's all come together really quick, kind of overnight, and I couldn't be happier.
Let me ask you, what's your favorite za that you like to partake in? Because I know you probably hit at least 3 times a week.
I just...
Yeah. Got me.
I go with the signature. The Calabrian chilies are a really nice touch. You don't see that around too often. A lot of people go towards the jalapeno, so this is a sweet heat, and it just blends nice with ricotta. It's nice. It's nice on the palate.
And you got like a little bit of honey.
On your shirt.
You want some pineapple. This is really something, and you know what? Our staff is just waiting in the wings here. They cannot wait to have a little
whoever
taste
wants
here.
to grab. Come on.
John, you want to take a little try here? This is great. Vlad is finished chopping that pizza. And we'll put that in, and you know, the magic of TV will cook it up there. But once again, thanks so much to Chris, to Vlad, Grandma's Pizza, and there goes Will with the entire box of pizza. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you right back here tomorrow morning.